Live. Hi. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Demon Turf, the game where the hub world has a chorus near constantly chanting something that sounds very, very similar to Let's Get Fucked Up, making it one of my favorite 3D platformers. My name is Brady, and I'll be your host today, joined as always by my good friend Seth the Overwitch and Comrade Potato.
Hi.
Yo.
So, we are a good ways into the game's third world of 5, New Neo City, which has a variety of, like, vaguely East Asian aesthetics at play here. Like, it reminds me of the way South Korea and Japan are frequently depicted in, fantasy media. These are our bosses, Tomoe and Gozen, and they're going to speak to us through the wonders of flat-screen LCD. Gozen never speaks at all. So this is a very interesting stage that's going to see us platforming through and then across several different trains. I will tell you right now, based on my experiences during our last stream, where Streamlabs inadvertently crashed midway through the stage, platforming from train to train is actually really tough.
Yay, tough platforming.
Hold on, I just noticed something. This might be me and my YouTube-addled mind, but does her running animation kind of remind you of Nikocado? Especially,
Yes.
listen, if you go to Twitch and listen to the sound and, like, the rhythm of her footsteps...
Jesus,
Why,
Brady,
Brady?
haven't you had enough of his shit?
I have, but that's the first place my mind went to. You can hear it too, right?
Backward.
Yeah, but you need to watch less YouTube.
I do. We all do, I think.
Yeah.
These small owls will home in on us and I think detonate or something, so it's best to just smack them off the train.
Yeah, just like yeet them.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Can I grapple them, maybe? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. There we go.
Nice.
That is an owl with a gun.
Yes.
That now was an owl with a gun. So how are y'all doing today?
Oh, I
I'm
wish I
just-
could sleep for a week.
I'm just scrolling through Netflix looking for stuff to watch, and I actually found some.
What do you got?
Yeah?
It's something I watched a long, long time ago, and I think I'm gonna rewatch it because nostalgia. Shaman King.
Oh my god, yes.
I remember
Don't
Shaman
watch
King
the new
very
one.
faintly.
There is new stuff.
Yeah, there is a remake of the series. Yes, don't watch that one, it's pretty bad.
Oh god. Oh, and Tiger King season 2 is up.
Oh,
They made a
oh.
second season of that?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, what did Carol get up to now?
Let me put this right.
I don't know. There's 5 episodes.
Hey Val, how's it going, man? Glad to see you.
Hi, Val!
Okay, so this is what I was
Hey,
talking
Val.
about. These sequences right here. We're going to have to make it across a short platforming course in the time it takes the trains to move from one tunnel to the next. Otherwise, we go splat. Oh, that ain't
Yeah,
gonna do it. That
it's
ain't gonna
bad.
do it. That ain't gonna do it. I always
went
forget
splat.
every time I go away from this game for more than like a day. You cannot long jump after a double jump. It's kind of frustrating, but I understand why you can't do it. So, we've got to bounce off of this, long jump over to the green platform, then use a series of long jumps to traverse the platforms as quickly as possible, and make it to the landing bay at the rear of the next train. I think we're gonna have to do this once more, this kind of like train traversal thing. Apologies in advance if this takes me a good long while. I was very, very bad at this during our last session.
How nice that the Streamlabs decided to crash, just so you could repeat the experience.
Yeah, right?
Very kind of it.
It's a good stage, though. I like the aesthetics. I definitely like platforming around the individual trains.
Also, yesterday I found out that Streamlabs is stealing its designs and its web designs from like smaller companies.
What?
So, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Fuck! And see,
Yeah, that's what I reacted.
No, every time you fail, you have to wait the duration it takes the train to go from, you know, one tunnel to the next.
Yeah.
Well, then you shouldn't fail.
Yeah. Get good, Brady. Is this the Dark Souls of platformers?
No, not really. Just, like, I understand why there's a short duration, you know, like, out in the open between tunnels. What I don't get at all is why the trains remain inside the tunnels for so long. There we go. No! No! Fuck! Trust me when I tell you, there is no way to make it across if you jump across all of those platforms normally. You do not have time. I also has been busy troubleshooting my 3D printer, having a little trouble with bed adhesion. Huh. Potato, anything you could offer to help out there?
What kind of bed do you have? PEI sheet, glass, just using the painter's tape.
Speaking of which, I wanted to buy myself a box bed, but...
Okay, that's got it.
Hey, MC.
Hi,
Hey,
MC.
MC, how's it going, man? Glad to see you. How have you been? Okay, now, inside this subway train are bomb launchers. I should stop calling them subways, technically they're not. Now, these platforms, I found out, remember we were able to adhere ourselves to them when they were present on the walls, these kinds of patches of purplish tar? We cannot move conventionally while touching them. We are fixed in place until we jump. Now, cake number 2 should be right up here. MC says, still deep in work and tired, but all good. How are you fine, folks? I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking. Relaxing now that I've got my, my COVID booster vaccine and my thesis over and done with. Just kind of waiting to graduate now, and hoping and praying my department actually has the work they promised me. Or, not exactly promised me, but promised they would try to scare up. Val says, still working on getting a new job. And stock metal, anycubic photon.
Oh, have you changed anything? Is it just the single print, or is everything failing all of a sudden? Because I know some people that sanded their print beds a little bit to make them more flatter, and usually those don't have adhesion problems in the sense that it will fall off, more in the sense that you will have troubles getting it off the print bed.
There we go. So just barely made it onto the train using our rollout ability. So what I want to do now, remember we can pull the little laser turrets away from the owl dogs. I want to remove all of this one's defenses so I can safely slap it off the train and place my checkpoint. Again, I love the noises those creatures make. It's exactly what you would think of if I used the phrase hooting bark.
Val says it printed fine a while ago, but since I moved, it's been sticking to the vat.
Oh, maybe you need to re-level it? Could be that during the move it moved a little bit.
Our last cake is atop this car.
Is it a white sedan?
If only.
It's not white yet.
Oh, am I gonna have to use these crates to create some altitude? Or, yeah, I am. Some verticality.
Oh.
Let's
MC, have you seen the nominations for Game Awards?
Best soundtrack just killed me. I am dead.
Yes.
I am dead, and best soundtrack killed me.
We are gonna put that on your grave. Killed by butt metal.
Oh lord. Okay, so it looks like this crate is now kind of totally non-existent, and these as well? Oh no. I was supposed to use these to platform, wasn't I? Oh boy. Okay, how the hell do we get up there now then? Wait a moment. Ha-ha!
Impressive.
Wall jump. That's just me forgetting one of the game's basic mechanics over the past week. Don't worry. We made it to the end of the subway train stage. That was a lot of fun. NC says, I heard of the award thingy. There were a lot of really cool nominations. Psychonauts was up for quite a few awards. Deathloop was up for, oddly enough, like all of them. Cyberpunk was nominated for Best RPG and inexplicably Best Soundtrack.
Yeah.
Val says, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know where the little Allen key came with went. MC says, I never really cared about awards. Some of them were pretty cool. I still don't understand Great Ace Attorney Chronicles not being nominated for Best Narrative. Just don't.
I mean, Val, you should get your own keys and give Alan back his.
MC says, because I never got the games I wanted. Never played all the games listed, so I can't make a valid decision. I think, yeah, there were certain categories where we didn't feel qualified to vote.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
there
like,
were many
best
of them.
racing game and stuff.
There were many of them where we felt collectively like we had played, 3 or 4 out of the 5 nominations, and we knew which one felt head and shoulders above the rest to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was almost always Psychonauts.
Saints Row Reboot has been delayed.
Oh, okay.
One article says August 2022. The other one says it could arrive as late as 2023.
Well, that's sad.
It also says Deathloop was made by Arcane, so I'm not surprised. Well, yeah, but it was also almost fishy to us how many nominations it received across so many different categories. I like Dishonored well enough, but I don't think it was one of the games of its year.
Like, in best voice acting, 2 of the people from Deathloop had...
out of all the titles released over the past year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I really don't believe that no other game had at least one actor that could have fit the role.
Ditto. So welcome to Top Roofs. It's going to be another super perilous looking high-octane platforming stage. Is there cake over there? Oh, there is cake.
Cake's a lie.
MC says, Arcane makes amazing games, yes. Arx Fatalis is still one of my faves. Haven't played it. And Val, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it at all, to be honest with you. I think Deathloop, the game, just received every single nomination that the committee could possibly justify in as many categories as it could. Because the game itself, like just the game, not its personnel, not anything like that, appeared everywhere. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! I don't care if we have to waste a life, it's never a waste if you get cake. So we're seeing more and more of these kind of untextured, colored, like Demon World platforms that have their own unique attributes. Like, I want to say the blue ones are kind of slippery, the green ones crumble away beneath our feet, orange serve as trampolines, and purple prohibits us from moving aside from jumping. Oh, it's a rooftop sandbox. Okay.
I don't-
Oh, another collection zone.
like-
What were you gonna say, Seth?
Usually when we see a game like that, like a game dominate almost every category, it's something that really has blown people away during that year. And to be honest, Deathloop has not done that. It's been great maybe for the first month or two, people were talking about it, but that was about it. Then it completely died out.
I would say there's one other category of treatment that sees games receive that kind of, overwhelming presence at the Game Awards. And that's games that haven't necessarily, like, maybe blown players away. Not saying they're disappointments. Never do you see, like, a disappointing game receive that level of acclaim. But those
Cyberpunk?
that have absolute... Well, Cyberpunk only appeared twice, and one of them I felt almost was, like, just a consolation prize. Like, best RPG, you know.
Yeah.
More like a joke.
Right. But the other field that I think Deathloop falls more into is those games that absolutely dominate media coverage, so more people are just aware that they exist. Think about it. People are likelier to clamor for the nomination of one of a handful of good games they may actually know about than something they would be totally clueless about if they weren't super, super well acquainted with, like, gaming news, you know? And Deathloop is probably one of the best overall really high profile releases of the year. I will say that.
Yeah.
And Val, I agree with you. Like, diverse casts, always a good thing. Always, always.
Pepperoni.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so those turrets fire. For some reason, I thought they fired based on, like, motion detection or something across their crosshairs, but they don't. Go on. Oh. I do like that they have these little wooden platforms, or I guess pallets, to indicate where you would want to jump to next. So we got one more cake, and it's... Oh, shoot, this is a pretty big stage for one that gives you its cake almost at the outset. Oh no, we got owls. We got owls with guns.
Oh no. Not just owls, but owls with guns.
Ooh. Even they softly hoot as we batter them around. I love it.
Aww.
Wait. Okay, so what happened there was that owl shot us with a non-lethal round, but the knockback from the discharge actually sent him flying into a spike wall.
Nice.
Also,
Combo.
sometimes we realize that a lot of things I say seem very loaded for no reason, so apologies. Don't worry about it. Just... What are y'all up to this evening?
I am crocheting a scarf for my friend for Christmas.
Oh, how lovely. What colors
She's a
are you
big
working
fan.
with?
She's a big fan of Harry Potter and Hufflepuff House in general, so
Agreed.
I am making a Hufflepuff scarf. Like, with a little bear and everything. Not bear, the...
Badger.
Yes, badger. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. It just takes what it wants.
Hufflepuff was always one of my two favorite houses, although I was never sorted into it with any of the...
Mine was always Ravenclaw.
Yep, that was my house. And my other favorite.
Yeah. Just, I was always sad that Ravenclaw didn't almost get any exposure in the... well, anywhere, to be honest.
Val says Badger give no shit. I need to get off my phone or autocorrect? No, man, no worries. Sorry, this is a cinema? Can I do anything other than watch extremely low-res anime here? I'm gonna take that as a no. cute that this is here then. Oh, I bet something will be here in the return trip version of the stage. Can I put down a checkpoint? I cannot put down a checkpoint. Kai.
So, yesterday when I was trying to fall asleep, well, before I started falling asleep, I was playing Virtue's Last Reward, and I'm really happy that they did the whole flowchart thing where you can choose where you want to pick up the game from. That's really good.
Given how many different paths you have to play if you want the real ending, yeah, that is a godsend. Owls are dead. Owls are dead. Owls are dead.
Nice. Now kill the crows.
We don't give no hoots. So it looks like they're at war, as per usual. Oh, are those maybe the inhabitants of the next world? Yeah, Peak Plateau. So Peak Plateau's inhabitants are all like avian robots. That's really cool, actually. Because remember, that's the world where the boss, based on the portrait, appears to be some kind of giant dragon, like cyborg dragon. Oh god, more of this. Okay, well, with our new badge, I've gotten a little bit better at controlling rollout. Still not super good, and that was way too close for comfort, but hey. Oh, we're just in somebody's office again.
Tato, what did you say your next VR game is gonna be?
Most likely Psychonauts?
Nice.
Maybe on Friday I'll do a session Saturday I'll do a session of Phasmo.
So, Potato, just a fair warning, Rhombus of Ruin is not like the other Psychonauts games, and it's nowhere near as impressive in terms of presentation. The story and characters are still very cute, though.
Yeah, I'm more interested just, to have it finished.
Oh yeah, I got you. Val says this almost reminds me of Gothic: A Hat in Time with vampires. Yeah, all stripes of demons, and an awesome 90s as hell, like, pop and hip-hop soundtrack. I love this game, it's super stylish. It's, certainly more difficult than Hat in Time, though. Well, the default campaign is, anyhow. Which reminds me, today we probably need to do some Mr. Mint challenges. Sorry in advance, Seth.
Oh, Val, yeah, Township Tale is on my list of VR games to eventually go around playing.
Looks like we need to collect more keys. Oh god. They aren't firing lasers at us now, they're firing missiles.
I'm firing my missile.
Aye, aye. Come on. That's it. Home free. Home free. Yeah, baby. That's it. 2 stages down already. Val says, hey, nice. I'll join up if I'm still free.
Now, I'm not sure if I want to join Potato with Phasmo because I might want to be able to mess with him.
No, you want to join. You definitely want to join.
You could just recruit, like, Pot's pirate crew to handle that for you through chat.
Interesting.
Brady?
Sir?
I thought you were nice. What the fuck?
Well, I am, but I also figured, like, a horror game like that's part of the experience, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, tell you what. Not this weekend, but some point in the future, I obviously don't have VR, but I'll play a few rounds with you.
Sure. Somehow now I'm even more afraid of that.
Well, no, I've never played Phasmo, so it'll be fun to learn. Oh, what is this? It's got, like... traffic leading up to... Oh! The highest way. We're going to see Viper, then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this terrifies me, just the road, because that means we're gonna be using rollout.
Oh my god, now you reminded me I have to find and link you that female rapper. Oh god.
While we're here, in fact, hold on. While we're waiting for the stage to load. What has our buddy Viper been up to? Let me see. Oh god, yeah, it's a massive rollout course. Oh guys, this is gonna be a tough one for me. Hopefully the cakes will be in accessible locations though.
It's time for a walk.
Okay, so Sony announced the first batch of their Black Friday deals.
Yes. Do they suck?
Back for Blood 30% off, which is pretty good considering that's a new game.
New game.
Far Cry 6 30% off.
Okay, also.
FIFA 22 is 40% off, but nobody gives a shit. NBA also nobody gives a shit. Diablo Primeval Collection is 30% off, which is a low amount when you think about it, considering how old the game is.
It's still not bad though, right?
They've been cheaper
Oh.
for like Christmases and stuff like that. So, fuck that shit. Madden NFL 50%. Tales of Arise 30%.
Oh, nice.
Marvel's Avengers 60% off. Still costs too much. Demon Slayer 30% off. Resident Evil Village 50% off, which is also pretty nice. Red Dead Redemption 2 60% off, which okay. I think I bought it the deluxe edition at like 90% off a couple of years ago, and Deathloop is 50% off.
Hey!
Wow.
That's pretty good, actually.
Okay.
Val says, harassment from the outside world is not part of the horror experience. It says the man who cracked open a Coke can while my girlfriend was playing Slender the Arrival.
How dare you?
Yeah,
All
dude,
right.
it should have been at least a Coke Zero or something.
Yeah.
Skeletor will return with more tales of casual inconvenience next week!
I mean, harassment from the outside world is not a part of the horror experience. Unless you're streaming it on Twitch, then you're kind of asking for it. Even if you're not directly asking for it.
Oh no, no!
Oh no, Skeletor.
Okay, we made it. So this is just gonna be a series of races. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine. Oh no. Okay, we've got to collect keys and avoid the spotlights. Metal Gear Solid style. Gotcha. Okay, great. Well, I mean, none of these patterns seem super complex, you know, so... Sorry, did they just throw an owl at me?
Yes.
That was rude.
If it hit you, you would have said, "Ow!"
Owl.
Oh god, that was horrible. I'm sorry.
Yes, it was.
Can I not?
This looks like
Okay, yeah, I can place a flag here. Great. So these owls, they don't seem to harm us, actually. They just slow us down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so we can, like, move out of the spotlight within a very, very short duration in order to save ourselves. Okay, now that isn't bad at all. Yeah, we could bypass these suckers with ease as long as we don't get owled.
Ow.
What are you up to tonight, Potato?
I'm just watching stupid videos on Facebook.
Oh, I thought you were going to say watching a really stupid stream on Twitch, in which case I would have agreed wholeheartedly.
No, I would never do that.
No, he would never say that out loud.
That's to you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's a good friend. He's gonna gossip about you behind your back. 5, 2, 6, 4. Sorry, counting stitches. This badger is a motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh. Me no likey.
Oh, this is so tense, y'all.
Yeah.
Ah! Ah, made it!
Well, that was tight.
Oh, this stage is going to take years off my life. Thus, to be fair, he'd be right if it were Seth or me. Oh!
Wow.
Unkind to Seth and unkind to yourself. Come on now, man. Okay, so one of the owls is shielded. They have advanced technology.
Oh no.
So I'm probably going to have to pull that owl dog into one of the spike pits. There we go, stunned him. Hoot, 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 hoot.
Who let the dogs out? Hoot, hoot, hoot.
Oh wait, no, it's surrounded by like a hoop field, but I was still able to destroy it by throwing it under the spikes. Bell says, oh cool, Herborist transversal method. Yeah, it's similar to Spyro's super speed or Kirby's rollout or any of those other famous platforming abilities that cause you to lose control of your character and go careening around the place.
Because that's exactly what you want to do in a platformer. Lose control of your character.
I do hope I didn't miss a cake back there. I don't think they would put a cake in like an effectively
They
permanently
wouldn't be
missable
assholes.
location. And we can always teleport between our flags if need be. Okay, here we go again. Ah! Just a friendly reminder, friends, what you are seeing currently is this ability after its handling has been significantly improved by a badge we bought back at town.
Nice.
Nice.
Val says, honestly, it reminds me most of Sonic's Bellform.
I made it! I made it! Oh, we
Wait,
weren't
was
supposed
that
to
like
be...
a skip or something?
I think so!
Wow, nice.
Oh, that's great. And we got to see a cake around the side, so, you know, win-win.
Yay!
And Val, I think you're right. Yeah, it does kind of resemble the spin dash. Gotta go fast.
Away from that game, yes.
Coincidentally, that's the reason Sonic has been charged with reckless driving like 30 times in the past 20 years. He's an irresponsible motorist. So our last cake might be over here on this isolated rooftop. And indeed it is. Okay, let's think about this now. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, this stage was actually kind of exciting and nowhere near as challenging as I thought it would be. Thank God. But we will have to come back here later on, so it might not all be over yet. Mel says, honestly, it's about as easy to control as well. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Oh, okay, I couldn't jump, like, away from the surface since we were going straight up it. Okay, that's fine. But, nice little set piece. Roll your way up a building.
Oh, by the way, Brady, do you think that tomorrow there's gonna be enough content for the entire stream? Or should I also prepare? Legend of Zelda.
I'd go ahead and prepare it just in case, but a lot of this stuff is going to hinge on how easy the last two bosses are going to be for you. I will tell you right now, if your experience with the final boss is anything like mine, we might not need anything else, but you have, on average, seemed to have an easier time with humanoid opponents than I did. So, don't know. I'll tell you, you're really gonna enjoy tomorrow's stream now.
Like, legit enjoy, or
Yes.
I'm gonna suffer and you're gonna enjoy?
No, that did not sound sarcastic at all.
Okay, more rooftops now. The herb tops. As the youth would say. I told you before, Seth, you're really gonna like the final boss on Dothamir. That's genuine. You are.
Okay.
The final boss of the game is really punishing, though. Like, really, really punishing. Yeah, there's that chant again. How I've missed it.
Let's get fucked up.
For some reason, the backbeat there reminded me of the Macarena. It might not be unintentional given this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just exploring a shopping district, where literally every store seems to be some kind of convenience store.
There's never enough convenience in your life.
None of them sell. Well, we're technically in hell, so none of them sell anything but single, like, individually wrapped pickles in brine.
Oh god.
Again, that's a big thing over here. I don't know a single person who's ever actually bought one, but they are everywhere. And he says, yes, I want to see Brady dance the Macarena. Oh, gladly,
yes.
I can.
Hey, Macarena.
Hi.
Dale tu cuerpo y Macarena.
Okay, I have a feeling we might be intended to ride this car somewhere. Is it going to ascend here to allow us to... No, it's not. Damn you, car. I thought I could trust you. Well, maybe when it...
Chose poorly.
Maybe when it leaves the road, it goes somewhere different.
Well, usually that's what cars do.
But as we've seen, this car is something of an outlier. It subverts our expectations.
The car is a rebel. Doesn't conform to society and its rules.
I'm all but certain this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, so... What about over here? Ah, yeah, this looks like a secret area. Okay, so we can't wall jump along there. That's fine. I guess that's just fine. Oh, but we can get in there, I bet. So... No, we can't quite get the verticality we need here either. Never mind. Well, let's see what's inside the mini-mart then. Mini-mart number 1, anyhow. Oh, Demon World portal. This might be it. Okay, so what's the curse gonna be? No jumping. Okay, we can handle that.
I mean, you played Balan Wonder World?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderland? I'm still not sure.
Okay, so there's just lots of, you know, Womp-style crushers here.
Yeah, that's okay.
So maybe we need to activate them, then...
Really? What?
Oh no, that still kills us on contact, so no, that's not it. Okay, let me... We must be intended to jump directly onto one of their heads. But, like, our positioning has to be exact. Yeah, because there's nothing we can do here. Oh, if we spin, yeah. Okay. And now if we... Yeah! Oh! Shoot. But that's the idea. If we spin across to maintain our verticality, we'll be good to go. Yeah, this is super manageable now. Just spin, spin, spin. And there we go, almost there. Are we just supposed to run, or... Yes! And we can just barely make it. Okay! That lowers the barricade. And spits us out where? Oh, the same storefront. Alright. Remember, some of them would transport us. We still need to find the tunnel we can use to access the cake. We need the cake.
Yep.
Maybe from up top. So we need to defeat a bunch of enemies to lower that wall. Ooh, look at that glare from the sun, moon, both. Oh, it's another Demon World portal. Perhaps you shall take me to the sewer. The cake sewer. Okay, once again, we can't jump here. And those turrets are patrolling. Alright, that's fine. Go ahead and give me my grappling hook. Okay, just barely gonna make it, but make it we did. Issy says the sky be glaring. Yeah, right, that's... Ooh! I mean, I love my bright colors in games, but that is a little much, don't you say?
Yeah.
Oh, well, here's our combat arena. What are we going to be fighting? Oh, well, finally something that makes sense. Flying owls.
Ow.
You know, I bet if these guys teamed up with the aquatic demons from the last world, they'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, but that would be like, you know, sharing with other people, and you don't want
Yeah,
that.
but I mean, they could take the demon world by storm by forming like a musical supergroup. Hootie and the Blowfish. It'd work. Totally original. Nobody's ever thought of it before.
Yeah.
That bad, huh?
Mm.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I mean, I guess we're supposed to ride this way for some kind of optional goodie. Maybe, perhaps. Well, let's explore these other areas first. This is the alleyway that was opened, I want to say. Is there anything back here, though? Guys, it's so weird being this deep into a stage and being totally cakeless. It feels wrong.
I like it how you said that with a very serious voice.
It's a very serious issue.
Mm.
Would you want to be entirely without cake, alone on the streets of an unfamiliar city?
Yeah,
No.
fair enough.
Of course you wouldn't. Yeah, they're selling bottles of sweat still.
No cake.
No cake. If he says hashtag first world problem, right?
They're selling bottles of sweat.
Yeah.
What about gamer girl sweat?
Ooh, I don't know. There might be an upcharge for that. No, no, no! I'm sure there's a goodie at the end of that course. I'm certain.
Very likely, yeah.
Okay, okay. Cake! It's okay that we died. We got the cake. We got the cake. That's all that matters.
Yup. Tell that to the hungry children in Africa.
Now the cake just feels empty, Seth.
Don't worry, I know how to spoil fun. Calipo will return next week.
Another store with nothing but a sweat machine. Okay, so for this we need to beat a race. Okay. We've actually gotten pretty good at using our rollout in the context of this world stages, so we might be okay. Good God, that glare from the sun. Wow. We're going to have to run our way back through all of this, ain't we? Yeah, okay. MC says the cake is a lie. Now the cake just makes me feel bad. That's the opposite of what cake is supposed to do.
I mean, as a diabetic, I guess you can say that.
Okay, here we go. Time for the race. Beep beep. Timer's fairly generous, though. Yeah, we got this. I imagine they're going to be replaced with much harder races in the return trip. Or maybe something else entirely. The return trip stages do tend to mix it up pretty significantly. Okay, so to open this, we need to clear another Demon World passage. Hey, Eclipse! Welcome to the stream. How's it going, man? He says the cake is indeed a lie. R.I.P. the cake. I mean, if I have been in the vicinity of the cake recently, definitely R.I.P. the cake. It is not leaving that room alive. No way. Ooh, oof. There's the sun again. Aye. You ever feel like you needed sunglasses when you're playing a video game before?
Really?
Yeah, kind of, maybe. Nah.
I think Demon Turf might be an innovator then.
Oh, Innovation of the Year game award.
No, sorry, that's either Cyberpunk or Deathloop. Clearly.
Yeah, obviously, Cyberpunk innovated a game that's not a game. Just a bunch of code and assets.
Okay, so no
The
spinning.
Schrodinger's game, it might work, it might not. You don't know until it's booted.
NC says, brilliant idea. Flashy display. Maybe this will take me to the sewer we need. No, it'll probably just open that grate, but still. All the same.
Oh, it's Dancing Pot with a raid.
Hey, Pod,
Hey,
thank you so much for
Pod.
the raid, and good evening, one and all. Hope you're doing well. How is everyone tonight?
Hey Pot, Potato is gonna be
Die!
playing Phasmo in VR this weekend, so you know what that means.
Thanks, Steph. Well, I will be playing it if I get my cable on Friday. Because tomorrow is not a working day in Croatia.
But you are currently expected to get it by then, correct?
Well, I ordered it yesterday in the morning, and the email they sent me is, we are collecting your items and will inform you as soon as they are sent out. I was not informed of anything yet, so I'm slightly worried.
Is it being delivered by Croatian Post?
No,
Oh, thank God.
but I wanted to pay extra for like a premium same-day delivery.
Wow. you rich
However,
bitch.
it's like, I don't know, €3 more or something like that. Okay, maybe.
Oh, yeah,
four,
not,
five.
not worth it.
No, worth it. But one of the items made it ineligible for premium delivery for some
Oh
reason.
no.
They didn't say why. However, one of those items was the 4-meter cable I ordered.
Oh
So,
no.
Dropping that out of the cart was not an option.
Pot says the 2D, 3D game, wonderful. Yeah, no, it is a jolly little platformer. I've been loving my experience with this so far, and glad you're here to share it with us.
No, Pod, it's not the 3D 2D game, it's the 2D 3D game.
2.5D.
Can we go into the nightclub? We can't! Oh, sorry, no, worst game ever then.
We can go into a nightclub, you're a kid. What the hell, Brady?
Well, I'm pretty sure most children in real life can't turn into cyclopean bat monsters, so I think the rules are slightly different for her.
A
Also,
lot of children can turn into monsters. Maybe not cyclopean ones, but monsters nonetheless.
are we using the right clothes dye? Oh yeah, we are. Never mind. That just is as dark as they get. Let me see. By the way, anybody who's extremely sensitive to very, very bright colors, this might not be the stage for you because, woof, the glare from the sun in this otherwise beautiful world is really something.
Yeah.
Just a warning to anybody who's photosensitive. Ah! Sewer! Yes!
It's that pie dude says, I've seen this before. Someone made this, she was on TikTok. And
Really
Lucky
now?
says, it's a karaoke club. Hi, Lucky!
Hey, Lackey, it's been a while,
Hey,
sister.
Lucky.
How you doing? So glad to see you, man. And yeah, Pie Dude, it was a very small team that made this game, but insanely talented. This was published under the Friends of Platonic label, so, an indie initiative sponsored by the folks behind Ukulele. So the former Rareware devs, you know. And funnily enough, they've managed to make a better 3D platformer than Rareware ever did, so I guess the initiative worked. Oh god, look at the expressions on those enemies' faces. They've seen some stuff. Look at that, that is shell shock. Oh, I feel almost kind of bad now, truth be told. Not bad enough, of course, but kind of bad.
Let's keep this going.
Wow, Brady. You murderer.
I know. Okay, so we're at the exit portal, but we're still down one cake. Huh. We need to make our way back to the rooftops then. Perhaps by wall jumping along a different avenue that will present itself to us in the back alleys. We know that's not it, so perhaps...
This reminds me of something and I just can't put my finger on it.
Kamurocho from Yakuza? Because that's the
Yes.
first place my mind went.
Yes.
Oh, there's the sun! Oh! Shit! Ugh. Okay. So the soft rock classic Here Comes the Sun was actually a warning. We didn't know all this time, but it was. No? Okay. Alright, we've got to make our way up there, which we can, I believe. Yeah, baby. Here we go. Something smells like cake. Atop the crane, perhaps? Or, yeah. Near the crane. Eclipse says, natural light. No! I'm a computer nerd. The sun is my enemy.
Yeah.
Well, the sun's
Frickin'
decided to
vampire.
finally take the fight to us.
That's awful.
Like, oh, you thought you could ignore me for all those years? All those late night LAN parties? Ha ha! Don't even know what I'm saying, but there you go. There's your commentary for the evening. Pot says, so Potato, when you play in Plasmo, I sort of want to play this, but the sun. Pot, this is only present so far in this one stage. For the most part, the game's environments are totally beautiful, and they haven't been offensive to the eyes or painful to the eyes in the least. So I would heartily recommend it. You can also pay in certain like collectibles to totally circumvent stages. So like if the glare in this stage was too much for you, you could skip it. Like no harm done. Eclipse says then you get scorched to a crisp along with the entire planet. I mean,
happens.
We got more planets. Neptune's just gonna be the next Earth.
Moving on.
True.
We'll just try it all again there.
Yeah, just start over.
Colonists will move to the moons, we'll like start up, I don't know, like the sequels to all the great civilizations.
I watched Interstellar over the weekend and that, like, really bummed me out.
Pod
Why?
says, I think it's Uranus, and Eclipse says Neptune right next to Uranus. It's anal adjacent then, which is good enough for most comic purposes, I would presume. Right, so on that note, let's go to the last stage in this world, a scare tower.
Yay!
Oh, look, it's surrounded by little ghosts. Oh, that's adorable.
Could be shitty, says Pot. Peppa!
It all depends on whether or not Olestra makes the hyperspace jump with us or not. MCS is their water on Uranus, and Eclipse says it's anal adjacent. That makes it PG. So true.
True.
Oh god, this soundtrack is so good, y'all!
Peppa! I'm sorry, be right back.
Not a problem.
Peppa!
Oh! Oh, the poop filter from the sewage plant is back. Okay, I mean, I guess that kind of sets a supernatural tone. Sure.
You call this a challenge?
Eclipse says, considering it's a gas giant, probably not. There's diamond rain on Uranus and Neptune, though. Yeah, right? How cool is that? Nimsy says, the answer is yes. Okay, so anytime we touch one of these cubes, we trigger a shift in the layout. Okay.
We trigger a shit. Yes, that shit has been triggered.
Like the brown note, or... Okay.
Yummy.
So, not like 60 seconds in, we already have a cake. This is already one of my favorite levels. Oh boy. This is actually going to be pretty damn tough, I bet. So, what we want to do is trigger the wall jump platforms to appear at exactly the right time. So, avoid that cube and trigger this one.
Prof.
There we go. Oof. Can I make it without having to trigger the cube? Please, please, please. No. Doesn't look it. Oh, no, wait, I can. Just barely, but I can.
That was a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh. Yikes. Oh, that's a trampoline platform. That's super handy, actually. Pot says, I'm going. Any ethanol on it by any chance? Water and methane tell no more. Oh, and yeah, Val. Oh, wow. So chat has just devolved into a pseudoscientific, pseudo-scatological discussion of what could or could not be on other planets. Wow. I'm so sorry I missed all of that.
Why didn't we do that yesterday during Star Wars? That makes more sense.
You know, you're right. You're right. We have to start
MC
planning these bits in advance. Crew.
Yeah, yeah. And MC says this stage is basically a lesser Dead Core.
So far, kinda. I see what you mean. Yeah, but now I've got to roll out. Ugh. Oh, God. It makes me so anxious. No, no, no. Okay, we made it.
Makes me
Sorry.
anxious just watching that.
Yeah! Oh boy. Okay, but here are some of those clingy platforms.
Val says Iranon was there, so it went straight to Yo Mama jokes. And Eclipse says, because in Star Wars every planet is sand. It's dry, coarse, gets everywhere. And Val says, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
So, it's either sand or just a forest. Those are your two options in Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah, but a swampy forest, like Amazon.
Sorry, MC, I just found cake. It's better than Dead Core.
No, South Amazon is a warehouse.
And a swamp, yes. Swamp
It's
of
actually
people.
a rainforest.
No, I was talking about the company. MC
says, Seth, I wasn't there yesterday to talk about planetary composition, so it couldn't happen. Well, there you go. You just need to make the Star Wars streams, man.
It's all your fault, MC.
Yeah, MC.
It's your fault.
Oh god, that sounded exactly like him.
Yes! His Nikocado impression is the best.
I hate that, but
Well, I
will
mean,
accept it.
technically, we have never
where's the
seen
cheese?
Nikocado and Brady in the same room.
Oh, god damn it, you're right.
Could be like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right?
Yeah. Jew, where's the cheese, please?
Not yet, Brady. You still need to get your doctorate, and then.
Let me put this right here.
And be Dr. Brady and Mr. Shit My Pants on.
Izzy says, here's a philosophical question. Are pies pastries? Yeah, I
No,
think
they're
so.
pastries. Duh.
Okay, Seth, I think
Damn.
you've convinced me. And Val says, if I could have introduced a discourse on planetary composition if I actually felt smart at all. Well, look, science is not the only field where one can be intelligent. For instance, Seth's pastry observation just totally transformed how I think about an entire type of food.
Exactly.
If that
I'm
ain't
not proud of it, but
transformative
it happened.
discourse, I don't know what is. No,
Y'all
roll
better
out.
get all your pastries.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah!
Indeed.
I made it.
Oh.
Val says, I feel like a potato, both metaphorically and in reference to the person in stream.
How dare you call me a person?
This right here.
Potato
Wow,
is
you're
a
fun.
valued, starchy member of our community, thank you. He's how we get enough energy to make it through the day.
I could go for some chips.
Oh god, yeah, me too. Some salt and vinegar. Like,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
those at the bottom of the bag where, like, the flavorings
Oh,
really
yes.
have a chance to seep in. Oh, man. Damn it, I'm on a diet. A very bad diet that I'm hardly adhering to, but technically on one.
I was
Eclipse
gonna
says,
say, you're on the diet from Monday.
fun fact, Uranus and Neptune are now called ice giants rather than gas giants. And Potato is a valued member of the community. Feels like famine without him.
Wow.
Oh, son
And
of a
Bud says,
bitch.
this was a take on a
Oh,
CS surf map, and salt and vinegar and tomato chips. I've never had tomato flavored chips, but I've heard they're very, very good. They're not a super popular thing over here. I know up in Canada, ketchup flavored chips are a massive phenomenon.
In Italy, it's tomato flavored chips all over the place.
That makes sense. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, I made it. I made it. Ha-ha! Except now I have no checkpoints and it looks like there's demon realms ahead. Oh no!
Oh, for the love of Jesus. Ah! Burn
This
myself
is
with
a
a
scare
glue gun.
tower. Gotta respect the massive columns of spikes out in the distance. And Val says that they animated a booty hole on the owl dog. They did. They did.
Yeah, they did.
I wish they didn't, but they did. And
They did.
MC says potato is better mashed, baked, fried, or boiled.
Oh,
And
trust
Pop
me.
says, for the love of Jesus, why am I in hell?
Potato is baked.
And Pop says, there are ketchup, yeah, but I should send you guys some Latvian tomato chips. Usually people are amazed by them. On good news.
Oh.
What's the news, Viv? No double jumping, and also no jumping. Well, then, if
I don't think that's good news.
if there's no jumping, I can presume there would be no double jumping. Oh no.
Oh, really?
Oh no, I have to squeak my way across this, like, totally tractionless surface. Oh no.
You're the...
Okay.
Yeah,
Listen
squeak
to
your
the
way
noise
through.
her souls are making. Reminds me of that SpongeBob episode with the boots.
Oh, yeah. Pot says I'm cleared to take off to USA for Christmas. Like, to move permanently or just to visit Lady, like, during
Well,
holidays?
congrats, man. At any rate, we're happy to have you. And I hope you
Yeah,
enjoy
good
your
riddance.
holiday season a whole hell of a lot more than I will. Val says, I'm astounded as to why you want to, but still, oh no, there's lots of stuff here that people would love to see and experience, especially
Pot is
loved
getting
ones.
married. Pot is getting married to an American, so of course he's gonna move to America. She has horses, he has kids. The choice is easy.
Oh, ouch. Wow. Oh god, listen to them hoot. Listen to them hoot! It's going to be in my nightmares. Kind of reminds me of, the cries of the mushroom children from Dark Souls 1.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Which were easily among my top 10, like, saddest anime deaths. Phil says somebody's going wild on a recorder. Reminds me of Jason Derulo's, whistle, then. Eclipse says, see if it's America-acceptable. Pot says, go in there for holidays, maybe later permanently if it's acceptable. I hope it is. I hope so. If you need any assistance with any paperwork or anything like that, well, I was going to say I would offer to help, but Lady Underdroid is probably far more competent in that regard than I am. So, there you go. I have a degree in political science, but I'm also a Brady, so, yeah. Eclipse says, okay, I'm gonna see myself out for that one. No, man, good one, good one. And MC says Brady might be an example.
Wow.
Oh, okay, Pot. In that case, I'll be happy to help. And also keep that message in confidence.
Yes, like nobody say this to Lady. Nobody... Don't you dare make screenshots, Seth.
Oh, no spinning! No! And my last checkpoint was before this tower. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. We're gonna have to do the whole thing over again. This is a pretty damn long stage, isn't it?
And it's all your fault.
It's your fault!
Why do I keep putting my finger into hot glue?
I don't know. This is Lady Underdroid watched the stream and suddenly paused it hot water. Pot says,
Suddenly
delicious.
Pot is-
And no!
Uh-oh.
No, Pot. If you want silence on the internet, it's been proven you have to go shh.
Exactly. Threaten to call the corporate as well.
The corporate of what we don't know. Just call them. It would work over here. Corporations run everything over here, so you'd probably have some success with that. Oh, and we're back to the squeaky realm. Oh, right, but since we cleared the demon realm, if we go back through, we have access to all of our abilities. Okay, that's a nice anti-frustration feature. For once, I won't complain. That's not gonna happen often. Eclipse says, why do you keep putting your finger in hot glue? And I was gonna say, what do you get when you get potato high? And MC asked, if you mix hot pot and potato, what do you get? A meal. You get a very sad meal, though. It's just like a boiled potato.
A very socialistic meal.
Oh man, that's what like in Tsarist times the Russians called the devil's apple, just plain boiled potato.
Basically, yeah. And then they realized they can make vodka out of it.
And the answer to Eclipse's joke is baked potato.
Oh.
Boop, boop. Okay, let's try this again. No spinning. No spinning at all. Aye. Okay, so I've got an idea. Yeah, baby! So now we've just got to jump. You know, the thing I'm probably worst at in this game. Spinning platforms are okay. Mr. Mint's challenges have taught us how to work with these. Oh, if anybody out there is still on the fence about maybe getting this game, I would like to let you all know... No, hold on. I would like to let you all know that the Second World's boss battle theme is a, like, kind of pop rock sea shanty performed by the boss. It's great. Okay, we've got every cake in this world. I feel accomplished. I don't know about you guys. We are going to have to go through a demon realm again, but that's okay. I apologize for nothing. And Eclipse says, interesting. Oh no, yeah, it's great. It's great. Some kind of finicky mechanics aside, I love the Captain Damp boss battle. You know, I was thinking, we need to get either Eclipse or Potato to start streaming some playthroughs of Dark Souls mods. Because, oh man, some of those are super interesting. See, now that I can spin, I can get around that obstacle no problem. But once they restricted our spinning capability, that actually proved to be a pretty interesting little obstacle.
It sucked.
No, it really didn't. It caused me to, like, stretch my airtime for all it was worth. Now we've got all the cakes and all the batteries from our first run through this stage. Glenn says, I do need to start looking at some mods. Okay, so again, Dark Souls 3 Convergence, and maybe the, is there one maybe called Arisen or something like that? I'm not sure. Dark Souls 1 has a fantastic roguelike mod.
Ooh.
That I would heartily recommend. It's tons of fun. There's also item randomizer / poorly translated mod combinations that are tons of fun, in my opinion. And Val says, yeah, but Bandai Namco and From has soft ban protocols in place. That's only if you play online. And Pot says, is modding actually acceptable by Steam and shit like that? Yeah, but again, you would have to play offline exclusively. So we can now challenge Tomoe and Gozen for control of their district.
Beebz against
Nice.
Tomoe and Gozen! Are you ready?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh yeah! Queen's here to slay.
Now, fair warning. I have a terrible, record with these boss battles. They're really good, but since death is often instant, like one-hit deaths, they take me a good long while to learn. Apparently the gadget we're going to get here is going to teach us how to fly. Hopefully.
Oh, so nice.
Well, I've seen, like, the silhouette of the gadget, and it's got wings, so I can only expect. And she says, speaking of modding,
Beebz, check this out!
and linked
I
a
bet this'll help you with
news
the
item. Oh right, GTA Remastered Collection
GTA.
modders are.
Oh,
it looks
yeah.
like they're taking Take-Two to court.
Oh yeah.
Soar the skies, so we can become a very, very angry songbird. Glide form.
Be worse.
Oh.
Ah, Take-Two is taking modders. Okay. I thought it was the other way around.
But the modders are, like, actually fighting back.
How dare you fix our game?
Ha! Okay, so we can fly into updrafts for a boost, of course. And there's a glide dash. Press the input while grounded to do a quick glide dash that leaves behind a lil cyclone. Cyclone can boost you or enemies up in the air. Okay. Each of the abilities has several different, like, intended uses, which I really appreciate. But also take forever to get the hang of, so... I will say the glide controls very smoothly. It's not like rollout, which I can respect. That appears to be our boss arena. Oh, wish me luck. Here we go.
Here I am. Dun, dun, dun.
A little rat dares to enter my domain. To challenge me, the Queen of Owls? Laughable. Gozen will dispose of you, little rat, without me having to lift a single paddle.
MC says, but then again, Rockstar helped the modding community since they didn't have the game anymore. And the legal action started shortly before the official remaster. Fun times. Oh yeah. And Val says, cool that it goes based on camera direction. Yes, that is true.
What?
Hey, Beebz!
Okay, so, it's like Captain Damp. We're going to have to reflect, their projectiles. Which reminds me, I really, really should have re-equipped our, spin deflect badge. So presumably we're going to have to drag Tomoe to the stage later on.
Hoot hoot, motherfucker.
Oh man, yeah, just deflecting projectiles with our charge shots alone is actually really tough.
Yeah, MC, I would read stuff from Torrent Freak, but unfortunately German ISP monitors anything that has torrent in its name, so I would rather not play with that.
For, like intellectual property violations and the like.
Yeah. I don't want to raise their flags. I mean, I'm not doing anything illegal on my computer, but you know.
Better safe than
Stay away
sorry.
from me, Satan. Yeah.
Okay, things are gonna get really nasty when Gozen and Tomoe start firing. I need to see if I can change my badges, sorry. Like, being able to spin to deflect would be so much easier. Oh, can I change these? I can! From the menu. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, we don't need serpentine handling anymore. What was our spin move? Not whirlpool. Safety bubble. So we don't need light as a feather either. There we go.
Oh god damn it, Leo just made a video about Mikokado.
Thank you, God. So we're able to, like, destroy Gozen's doppelgangers with a single reflected projectile. There we go. Now that she's exhausted, I'm pretty sure Gozen is a male name, but alright.
Hey, Beebz!
Okay, so we're going to have to glide after Tomoe, who is just now trying to fight us. Come on. Come on. And now back to the stage. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I presume it's going to get really bad in the future.
MC says, yeah, Torrent Freak has had a lot of issues because they use the term torrent in their name, losing their email provider and not being able to give a newsletter and all, like a certain overanalyst not being able to register his name on certain games.
Oh, so she's trying to, like, knock us around sumo style. So she fights in a totally different style than Gozen. Okay, well, she doesn't seem too bad. I presume in the final phase the two of them are going to fight together, right?
I mean, I assume so as well, yeah.
Because she only uses melee abilities and Gozen only uses ranged abilities. Okay, so now we're chasing after Gozen, and they're spawning laser barriers in a slightly more difficult to manage pattern. Alright. Fair enough. Phase 3! Ding ding, y'all! Yep, it's both of them. Oh, so if we have Gozen fire straight into Tomoe, that would actually be really advantageous to us. There we go. Let's just crank her exhaustion up as high as we can. And then into the walls. Yeah, baby! That's it! And now we have to deal with Gozen. In some kind of bullet hell desperation attack. We're getting there. Back you go. There we go! Got him! Guys, they didn't kill me a single time, did they?
Nope. You just rocked their socks off.
Jesus, that was much easier than the first two, or maybe I'm learning how to use my abilities. There's no way that could happen. But there we go, World 3 cleared! Hey!
Nice! Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that fight. I like all of the game's boss fights so far, but that one felt pretty manageable from the jump. I like the fact that we actually fought both of them and they had their own distinct movesets, you know? One focused on, like, melee charges and the other focused on ranged attacks. And you could actually use the latter's ranged attacks to stun the first one. That's pretty cool. Hey, Invader Dre, how's it going, man? Glad to see you, as
Hi,
always.
Dre.
Hope you're doing well. Oh, and we have killed the power to that extremely obnoxious sun. It's raining now.
That was intense. Hey, Luce, did you see?
I'm back.
Welcome back, Potato. You missed the World 3 boss battle, which was actually really cool. It was a sumo match against the two Owl Queens.
Oh, nice.
She didn't show up.
I'm guessing you won?
I did. I actually didn't die a single time, somehow. Oh, what snacks you
You
got?
look amazing out there, Beebz.
Oh my god, Poppy and Bep are sleeping together. On the floor though, but they're sleeping together.
Well, that means your bed will be your own tonight, right?
We
I mean,
are the
sure.
best.
For a few minutes at least.
Okay, so what's next on
Val
the
says,
agenda?
hi back, I'm dead. Val?
Yes, time to visit
God
the
damn it.
Pico Turf. Or check out the new Neo City zones again.
So,
for
our
more
new
fun.
district is an alpine paradise inhabited exclusively by robots. I'm super excited to see that. But, of course, we do have return trip versions of all of these stages to clear, which I will after we do some stuff in the main hub area. Or, excuse me. First, let's head to the Armageddon return trip and clear these last 4 stages. You know, why not? Or at least a couple of them. Also, so it's pretty funny how the daughter of the incarnate of evil shares a moniker that Justin Bieber used at one point. No, she's not the daughter of the devil. She is just a demon. And apparently we're on a quest to overthrow the current Demon King. But yes, I do find it funny that, like, that the name Beebz is in use anywhere in 2021. You got some rice cake, Potato?
No, sorry, this is actually unhealthy.
Okay,
Oh,
good
wow.
for you. What you got?
Some kind of corn and peanut-based snack.
Ooh, that's kind of like a trail mix or something.
No, it's kind of like Cheetos, except
Ooh,
a bit different. No cheese.
so let's see what changed at the sewer factory. That's especially in reference to a spawn of evil. It just fits. Hey, you remember the time that the Saints Row team just straight up made Justin Bieber a supervillain in Agents of Mayhem? Anybody else remember that? Like, he was one of the game's principal villains? And it was not subtle at all? Yeah, the boss of the game's second chapter, August Gaunt, is straight up Justin Bieber. They
Nice.
don't even try to like, disguise him or anything like that. Agents of Mayhem had, like, really lackluster mission design, but some phenomenal villains. Like, some of the most distinctive villains of the past generation in AAA gaming, I think. So it's a real shame. They lost some real potential there with that franchise. Oh wait, no, I see the lollipops already. I remember. This is Return Trip, where instead of 3 cakes, we have to collect 50 lollipops per stage.
50?
50, yeah.
Nice.
That encourages you to really explore every nook and cranny, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Beebz. Tell me I can go back. Tell me I can go back. Okay, yeah, we can. Oh, so, last night I completed my second full playthrough of Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and yeah, it's pretty friggin' great.
Nice.
Final Case is actually something really special.
Hey guys.
Ma'am?
Um, My girlfriend just broke up with me for being too un-American, but honestly, I saw it coming from a kilometer away.
Nice.
Why?
Ah, metric humor. Yes.
Nuh-uh.
It's a very measured style of comedy. Oh, you know you love it. No, the only thing I dislike about the final case of Ace Attorney 5, titled, at least in the English version, Turnabout for Tomorrow, is that it means, its astounding plotline means we don't get to see one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise ever again.
Aww. Aww.
Well, you know how Ace Attorney isn't a series, at least in my experience, where unlike a lot of murder mystery titles, like Danganronpa, you don't ever really say, like, when you figure out who the culprit is, oh man, it's this character, I can't believe, like, it's one of my favorites, right? Usually they're antagonists who are super cool, episode specific, and you love to hate. That does not happen in Turnabout for Tomorrow. It is a great character and a character I love, and oh, it feels awful having to put them away. If he says this pun will not reach far, it is an inch of being bad after all. And Val says, wow, so that's audio triggering. Yeah, the game's, like, situational audio can be a little weird, but its soundtrack more than makes up for it. And Dre says, such an interesting design. It threw me off a bit when I first joined, but it's very cool looking. Like, the 2D sprites with 3D world? Yeah, I will tell you this. When we first saw this game... Oh, that is just so much fun on the ears. When we first saw this game advertised at E3, none of us had an overly positive opinion of how it looked. But once you get your hands on it, I will tell you, it plays so smoothly, and the art style actually really works. I'm super impressed. And as you know, to impress me is either a difficult task or something you just need lots of bright colors and like a snappy soundtrack to do. Either or, depending on how I'm feeling on a given day. Val says it looks like Paper Mario tried to go full 3D. Yeah. And don't go too far with these puns. You might put your foot in your mouth. Oof. Man, you know what they say. Give people an inch and they'll take a decimeter. Decameter. Hectometer. I barely remember, like, the metric system. Never mind.
Shame, Brady, shame.
Same.
Well, when's the last time you guys used decameters? Like in everyday life? I know what one
in
is.
Grocery stores. Grocery stores when you're buying, like, salami or something like that on the counter.
But that's not a meter, Seth.
No, I was about to say, a decameter. You're going to buy the equivalent of 10 feet of salami.
Yes.
What?
Exactly.
No,
What
sorry,
do you know
30
how I eat
feet
my
of salami.
I'm gonna buy all the foot of salami. All the feet.
You are going to die from sodium overdose. Like...
Okay.
Also, Seth, he said deca, not deci.
Yes! That's why I said that's like 30 feet of salami. There we go. I remembered this was one of our photo hunt targets, the inside of the clock tower.
I don't know for you guys, but I usually buy my salami in, like, decagrams, not, you know, meters or feet.
No, Seth. Not decagrams. Oh, no. My bad, that's true. Decagrams is fine.
So what was this bit about? Oh, shame, Brady, you don't know the metric system.
Yeah. Apparently we don't either.
Oh, this is so much fun. It also, I guess it's better than getting a decameter of spec, and all you need is a single meter to die of sodium overdose. And MC says, I want a Yoda meter of salami. Oh god, me too. Me too.
Depends on the salami.
But remember, I am as faithful to my diet as Steven with a V is to his romantic partners, so I can't. And Dre says I forgot the word unit. What the word unit is in that.
Brady, have you promised your diet you're gonna delete your food ordering apps and still haven't done it?
Well, see, I did, but I kind of thought they'd just forget. You know, like it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Man, what a tool. What an absolute tool. Like, I think I would honestly dislike Steven more than Big Ed if I hadn't been exposed to so much Big Ed at this point. Like, as in most regards, Big Ed is winning through sheer volume at this point.
Yummy. This looks like a good spot.
MC says, ew, I'm not sure that salami, I'm sure that salami isn't clean. About salami, oh! It hurts! Dre says, that was embarrassing, try to figure it out in front of the kiddos I helped teach. Man, happens to me all the time anytime I have to, like, assist people with a subject I'm not super familiar with. It's part and parcel, though, looking information up to, like, refamiliarize yourself with it. That's normal, right, y'all?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would
I
be
mean, to be
horrible for the
honest-
two teachers in the stream to be like, oh yeah, we look shit up all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it happens to me with stuff I'm extremely proficient at.
Right.
I'll just blank out at one point and I'm like,
Yeah!
oh god.
Happens all the time.
I have to use date conversions and stuff like that so often, yet every time I still have to Google it.
Yeah.
Date conversion
Goes
is
the
also
same
something
with-
I'm pretty sure Steven's pretty proficient at.
Yeah, and like email templating. God damn it.
We really need to start reacting to 90 Day Fiancé at some point, like it's
Or anything really.
for something for the YouTube channel, yeah. Hey Schnalfy, how's it going, man?
No,
This is pretty calmed down. I cure my own meats now. Okay. And Potato, just do what I do, never become proficient at anything. Oh, man. Works every time.
Halfway there.
if you don't have any expectations, you cannot be disappointed.
Hey. Y'all seen Potato's Souls-like streams? It is a outright lie to say this man is not proficient. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
this fucking sucks.
Aye, sir?
I got my own results.
And you're positive.
I'm positively positive, yeah.
Oh, Potato, God, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Just, well,
I'll be
you're
right
fully
back.
vaccinated, right?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, that sucks because he's been to work the entire week, like before.
And
knowing
he's
that.
been super cautious.
Well, so his mom can tell her coworker to go sit on a cactus repeatedly.
Problem. Where can one find accessible cacti in Croatia?
I don't know. Do they sell them in grocery stores?
Solution. Brady the Overanalyst, Cacti RS. Become an early adopter now. We'll send you 2 bulbs free.
Yeah. We will even shape it so that your butt cheeks can fit perfectly.
Oh no, whoever said they were gonna be for you? Fun party gifts and pranks for all your friends. Or for culinary applications, because cactus, my friends, delicious. Dre says, oh, I definitely look stuff up, especially since I bounce around to a bunch of different classes and subjects. Also, yeah.
What do you teach?
Uh,
Usually a cactus.
they might be a teaching assistant, as I was.
Cactus.
Is it also covered in spines?
Mel says cactus booty plug.
MC says, I finished Wonder Boy Dragon's Trap hard mode last week. I had such a good time with that one. Never played the original Master System version, though. Oh, nice, man. I'm glad you really enjoyed it. You seem to be having a hell of a time with it. Are you going to go back and play the original? I mean, I know it can be kind of hard to go into original versions of titles after playing, like, the optimized version. Trust me, it's the reason why I can never play the original Spyro trilogy now. Let me see. Invader Race says, I'm a parapro. Oh, I see.
What does that mean?
Please give us a definition, but I think I know what it means. I just don't want to misinterpret. Because it's not a term I've heard commonly used. I've heard alternative terms from what I believe it is. And MC says, yeah, I'm gonna dig into the original. Alright, man, keep us up to date, like in the Discord, with how you're finding it, please.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm interested in the Wonder Boy series myself.
And Potato, what now happens? Have to call your work and stuff?
Well, I've been working from home this entire week because...
Ah, okay. Okay, so that's good.
Also,
but have you seen anyone during the weekend?
I just wish Dark Souls 1 got that kind of treatment. Fuck the demaster. Man, you really hate that remaster. Like, I know, it's a common interpretation, but again, I'm gonna put myself on the line. I kinda liked it. In fact, I really enjoyed my time with it, but I also didn't religiously play Dark Souls 1, so...
Yeah.
I likely didn't notice a lot of the minor changes that DS1 adherents were apoplectic about. Yeah, that's right. I was right then. Dre says, I work with kids who need a bit of extra help, especially kids who are disabled. Right. So,
okay.
Like a special needs in-class teaching assistant. Yeah. Assisting the students rather than the teachers. That is, yeah, super common. And a really noble, really noble profession. Good on you.
Potato, you said during the weekend you've been hanging out with people?
I went to a concert on Saturday, but...
Oh shit.
No, like, it was mostly, like, there wasn't, like, packed with people, there was a lot of distance. The thing is, I didn't show any symptoms until, like, I didn't feel anything until this morning. Also, my mom wasn't showing any symptoms until Sunday, and I did a home test on Sunday, and I was negative. So that should not be an issue.
Okay, yeah.
Well, just...
Still, this sucks.
Just take care of yourself, man, and let us know if there's anything either we can do or, you know, others in your life can do. If we can, any way we can support you, just let us know, man.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing.
And yeah, Eclipse says here, as someone who played DS1 a lot, the remaster feels off. Definitely not worth the price tag. I don't hate it vehemently, but I don't like it either. Again, I take issue with the fact that players were not allowed to purchase the original version if they would have preferred it. That's the only major issue I have with it. Like, give your customers options. That's all I have to say. It also says they practically slapped a shader pack in the system files and sold it at full price. I don't expressly hate it, I just wish they did more. Remember, Brady played Dark Souls 1, like, on consoles all of once, and I didn't have, like, the fondest memories of it, so my opinion is gonna be a little different.
Basically what Val is saying, I don't hate it, I'm just disappointed.
Ooh. To the volcanoes! It also says they did some very scummy business practices with it. Not super scummy, but yeah, not super great either. Dre says, I went to college for child development. I was going to be an art teacher originally, but I found I didn't like teaching a class. I enjoy working with the students. I gotcha.
Oh, that's very nice. I feel like I'm exactly the opposite of you. I enjoy teaching, I hate children.
I enjoy teaching quite a lot, but I will only teach at the collegiate level because instructors are offered a greater latitude with their curricula there, And also, it's not seen as though, like, necessarily it's the instructor's fault every single time a student turns out to be a little difficult. Which is not something I'm super concerned about, mind you. I love my students. I love students of all sorts. But I also like having a more robust infrastructure in place to support me if I need the help in, actually teaching them.
So, you love your students, even the ones that accuse you it's your fault that they plagiarized something?
Look, I'm going to level with you. I know for a fact that that happened during the pandemic, and if that student's description of their circumstances was even remotely accurate, they were going through a lot. So, yeah, I wish there was more we could have done for them before it reached that point, I hate that it turned out the way it did. Genuinely, I do. I was not angry with them. I was not upset. I was just kind of stupefied, that's all.
You were also laughing your ass off though, but that's a different issue.
Hence stupefied, yeah. Like, how do we reach this point,
Easily.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Beppo for a walk. I'll be right back.
Alright. Belle says, yeah, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. MC says, scummy business practice is a common thing, sadly. It depends on who or what field you're talking about. If you're talking about Big Bobby at Activision Blizzard, then yeah, fuck all of them, but like the people in the upper echelons of ActiBliz anyhow.
But that's not even a business practice, that's a moral issue.
Well, it's both, technically, because what they're saying is making sure our company runs exactly as it always has is totally worth sacrificing human lives and well-being, And that is disgusting.
True.
And, to add insult to injury, it's not even effective as a business practice.
Nope, because when people hate working for
they're
you,
way
they're
less
not gonna
productive
work as well. Yeah.
And I do not want to sound like I'm front-loading the economic issue, not at all. I'm just saying it doesn't even do what they hope it would,
Yeah, I mean, like, you might be able to, for a while keep the game and work quality good, but it's eventually gonna plummet down so far down you're not gonna be able to get out of it.
It's chaotic
because
evil.
If you spend 8 to 10 hours of your shift every day, out of those 8 to 10 hours, like 4 to 5 hours thinking how you hate working for this place, you're not gonna be doing a good job, most likely.
You will not. No, you will not. Hey, kudos to the ActiBliz workers for staging a walkout and demanding Kodak's resignation, by the by.
Yeah, but I don't know. With all the stuff that's coming out, I doubt the shareholders are gonna be tolerating Bobby
Let me see.
much longer.
Eclipse Side says, I enjoy teaching, but only in a tutoring environment where I choose how to teach them and what they need. Some of the horror stories I've heard from students is just baffling. Ditto. Val says, I just wanted better for one of my favorite games. Then they turned around and put out the Demon's Souls remaster, which is a fantastic labor of love. Handled by a different team, though. And Dre says, I just remembered something. I've heard Hat in Time is going to get another DLC. Really? Holy shit, that's awesome. I gotta look into that then, man. That's amazing. Val says, but then they locked it behind the PS5, which, as we all know, is very hard to come by. I am resolved to getting one for the holiday season.
Well, the thing is, I'm assuming, Demon's Souls was in development for a long time. So I'm assuming they weren't expecting the PS5 to not be so scarce.
No.
It's not a big deal. We want to make a better game, and if we have to accommodate for it being on PS4, it's gonna lose some of the quality we want to put in it. So they probably decided at the very beginning of development they're gonna drop PS4 altogether because PS5 is coming out.
Correct.
And then a bunch of shit happened.
Nobody could have seen that coming.
Like, unless it's a Sony-owned studio for a game that's come out recently, that's started development recently, and they've decided to make it PS5 only, then that would be shitty. But otherwise,
it's understandable.
I think it's just an unfortunate set of circumstances.
Oh shit! This is really hard. This rollout course. So in fact, I might re-equip my rollout badge. This is
like you can see, Elden Ring is coming out on the PS4. which means, you know, if they accounted for it, for Demon's Souls coming out on PS4,
Yeah.
yeah, they could have. Then again, you know,
But it was a
once they're
launch
done with
title. It was a friggin' launch title.
yeah, but once they're done with Elden Ring, they might decide to make a PS4 Demon's Souls.
Hopefully, they'll decide to make another a brand new game or IP or something like that. Because it feels like we've had a FromSoft drought, even though we really haven't. And sorry, chat, I will get caught up in just a minute. I'm really trying to get through this rollout course. It is driving me up the wall! God damn it, it's so fucking long!
Moving on.
MC says this is why you release a PC, console is for the plebs. Well, Eclipse says, my chemistry student today does not have a chemistry teacher, but was instead given a booklet and told to Google the answer. Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man, that's terrible. Well, thank God you're around to help them and give them an actual education, because... Is that what's happened, I assume, largely because of the pandemic, right? Like, education's been really disrupted in the UK as well. Well, I mean, it's been disrupted everywhere. Fuck! Shit! Val says, I feel like I'm being misunderstood. You can't put out the dumpster fire release of Souls 1, then make something else of immaculate quality. It's a very bad look. Maybe?
Well, if it's a working game and the fans are unsatisfied with it, it's not really a dumpster fire. You just misread what your audience wants. And it's not like everyone... It's not like it was universally hated. I mean, like...
No.
Look at Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
That's a dumpster fire, if you've ever seen one.
And I'm sorry to say, I also don't quite understand, like, I don't understand the complaint of releasing a really bad, or a poorly received title, which, yeah, is not good, then releasing a good title? Like, that's improvement. That's what people... You should be happy about that, right?
Yeah, you learn from it.
Or you didn't repeat the same mistake, or you had a different team on, or something like that. But that's good. If you're performing like the 1990 Chicago Cubs, then you have a problem. If you're who are those guys on Steam? Like the notorious ones Jim Sterling got in a fight with. Digital Homicide. If you're Digital Homicide, we got a problem. If you have a flub every now and again, that'd be a problem. Also, I hope you like my cry of absolute anguish. Been workshopping that for a while. It feels... No.
Also,
Platforms.
regarding Demon's Souls, there is a possibility that it might someday soon release on the PC.
Yeah.
As there was that leak from the NVIDIA GeForce Now, like streaming support, where they had it on a list as a PC game. And even though NVIDIA themselves debunked it, said it's their predictive list or some just testing stuff, a lot of the games that were there have released or have been announced. So a possibility exists.
Let me see here. Dre says, I've seen some of the Elden Ring early access. It looks super fun. Right on. I'm excited. Just a friendly reminder. I know you wouldn't. I'm just super anxious. I'm in a media blackout, so absolutely no spoilers around here.
Yeah, I've seen actually a lot of gameplay stuff where people have shown off, gameplay mechanics and everything. Nobody's actually talking about any of the story. I'm not even sure if they had any of story stuff in the test.
And it comes out January, right? January or February?
February. Yeah, it was supposed to come out in January.
Oh, balls. Sorry, just this stage is giving me hell for some reason. It's fine, though. It's an expert mode stage. Val says, well, seeing as how practically nothing was changed aside from 4 things total, I can't say that much of anyone aside from new players would be all that satisfied. And I've heard the rumors and leaks, of course. Elden Ring does look incredible, and if I recall, all they brought up in the story was something about a Honda. Okay. But wait a minute. No. The Demon Souls remake, people, including returning players, were super pleased with. Isn't that right, Potato? Like I've not heard many complaints.
I've heard good stuff about the Demon Souls remake.
Because I think people were also super pleased in part because it wasn't a remake of a title that was released, 3-4 years ago. It was released at this point 2 generations ago, and a lot of folks who were fans of the franchise actually had difficulties accessing it on PS3 because it was not super, well produced as a title, or mass produced, I should say. It's hard to get your hands on a copy of Demon Souls PS3, especially in some territories. Which is a crime, because Demon Souls PS3 is friggin' amazing. It's better than Dark Souls 1. It's arguably better than DS3. Just as an overall experience, it's really, really good. And has my favorite boss design in the entire franchise, except maybe Sekiro.
Yeah, it started. A small group of Activision Blizzard shareholders is calling for the resignation of Bobby Kotick.
Thank God.
And 2 long-serving members of the company's board of directors as well.
I mean, that probably won't solve the problem immediately, but at least Big Bobby will be gone.
Yeah,
oh,
but
also Demon Souls, yes. Dark Souls Demaster, no, which is what I was referencing. Okay, I gotcha. So we are in desperate need of some lollipops here. Oh, wait a moment.
Honestly, I think just removing Bobby Kotick would have been a far more productive thing to do rather than all the name changes they did and removing of dirty jokes from the games.
Well, removing, the character name that was an explicit reference to an abuser, that was necessary, I think.
On one hand, yes. On the other, there could be other people with that name,
That's true, but if the devs felt uncomfortable about it, I would say it's their prerogative.
I know, but also it took them 5 months to change the name of a character, and it took them 5 months to make a small comic book explaining why they did it. I'm sure they could have done a lot more. Just removing a person that knew about all of it and was protecting people who were doing it, I think would have been a much better message than, hey, we're removing some dirty jokes that weren't actually offending anyone.
I get what you're saying, it's not that they did it at all that's bad, it's the order of priority they kind of established.
Yeah.
I
was
get
just
that.
a bunch of virtue signaling, and now people outside who are learning more and more information are asking for actual moves to be made.
I assume, this is just me, right, but knowing what I do about these types of environments, it's because, and in the case of ActiBliz, you actually had a case that could be made for this. Big Bobby was seen from the inside as more or less untouchable. There was nothing a lot of people probably felt they could do to him. But now they've got the steam to actually, affect long-term positive change, which I agree with you, it should have happened much earlier. They should have been campaigning for this much earlier. But thank God they're able to do it now. Oh, Dre says, looked it up. Gears for Breakfast put out a Hat in Time trailer DLC trailer? Shoot, I'm gonna have to check that out. Eclipse says, one of my most annoying moments in tutoring so far is being with a parent. Yeah, that's typical. I had 2 sessions with a student, the second of which I was given 2 hours notice of. Oi! Normally, it's what? It should be at least 24, at the very least 24 hours notice. Then a few days later, they want another lesson. I book it in. Then they only then say they want a new tutor because my accent is too thick? What? Oh, wait a minute. Eclipse, they were probably one of those UKIP folks, weren't they? One of those Brexit Party folks. Super, English nationalist, I would imagine. This is now a weekend, so I need to wait till Monday to sort it out. Come Monday, I try to get it sorted twice, but can't. They want a session that Monday, but it isn't looking great, and I keep them updated. At 10 minutes to 6, they tell me to do the session anyway at 6 p.m. Oh, that's garbage, man. I'm so sorry. And I will tell you right now, as someone who is not from the UK, Your accent is nowhere near what I would consider thick. But I guess as a caveat, little asterisk, I have a history of discerning, like, dialects really, really easily, apparently, like, according to people in the South, so, hey. But regardless, that is some absolute BS. I said they did have English as a second language, but they should have just told me then and there. Okay, yeah, I get you, and I agree. Like, you're kind enough to assist them in, like, kind of making up the weight their child has been missing because the education system has really fallen off during the pandemic, unfortunately. Which isn't to say it's individual teachers' fault, it's the fault of the entire infrastructure for not really being able to make up that weight. Which, you know, pandemic, unprecedented, what really can you do? The answer is more, of course, but, like, it's a learning experience for us all. But they should have, like, worked with you more closely to actually, you know, let you know what they needed or what they would like you to do, instead of just putting you on the hot seat constantly. That's super, super weak. I'm sorry. That is such a shame. Okay, yep, that's one of our photo hunt targets, the Eye of the Caldera. So what we need to do, hold on, is delete some photos. Yep, delete. Yep, delete. The clip says, they then, while I'm trying to get this sorted, went to other tutors in, I guess, our group, including geography and business management, for a chemistry lesson. Repeatedly. Just went around to all the other tutors hoping someone could also teach a science. When you were the science guy, oh, that's great. I mean, that bit's not even, like, disappointing, that's just funny.
Like, are you allowed at any point to just say, I do not want to tutor these people, they're fucking assholes?
Yeah, like, can you... Well, I'm certain you can, right? You can simply say that you've reached kind of a point of irreconcilable differences, and you could, like, suggest they engage another tutor, which they apparently tried to do, including the business tutor for chemistry.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I've done some tutoring in high school and college, and honestly, I've hated most of it, and like 90% of it was me doing it as a favor to someone. So I wouldn't even charge them as much as they would be charged if they just found someone who was, you know, doing it professionally. Like, I gave them the low, like, for college tutoring, I charged like high school prices.
Which is super kind of you, by the way.
Yeah, it was all as a favor, but it's still like, it's not even that I needed the money at that point. It's just mostly like, if I do it for free, people will take advantage of you,
Yep.
you know?
Or they can, if you do it habitually for free.
Yeah, if they're like, oh yeah, and then they'll tell someone, oh yeah, he did it for free for me, and then you can't charge someone else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And mostly I was like, yo, please say it's too much, please say it's too much, like, don't just...
Yeah.
And most of the stuff that annoyed me was, like, just when it's someone being forced by their parents
Yes.
to go get tutored, and they're just there and they're completely uninterested in anything you're trying to teach them. And you're like, bitch, I'm here to help you. Like, you are wasting more and more of your time. Like, if you want to learn this, what can be done in like
An hour,
3
2
2-hour
hours.
sessions. 3 2-hour sessions if you want to like learn everything you need to pass your test. Or you can fail your test like 3 to 4 times, you piss off your parents, and you lose your free time. Because I'm getting paid. Like, and also, what I hated the most was when somebody's like, oh, can you tutor me this Sunday? And I'm like, I have some time in the morning, we can arrange something. Oh, thanks. I really need to pass this test. And when's the test?
Monday.
Oh, Monday. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude.
My favorite.
I can guarantee you, everything I teach you on Sunday, you will no longer remember on Monday.
Like, you don't need to talk to the tutor, you need to start talking to an undertaker at this point. Like, I'm sorry, it's over for you.
Yeah, like, have you considered maybe just going to church and praying for those 2 hours?
Might do some good. Eclipse says, if I don't, I need to get a replacement, or the parent can ask for a new tutor, but I need to go through hoops to get a new tutor for him. It's a whole network organization thing. I gotcha. And... Oh, wait, hold on, sorry, just saw something. Oh, I was about to say, could I actually, like, turn in my photo hunt stuff remotely? Apparently I can. Eclipse says, but I went to customer support at 10 a.m. Monday morning saying I found a new tutor. I had to go around and ask for a new science tutor over the weekend. They say, great. Then at 3 p.m., nothing has happened, so I messaged them again, and customer service makes me go through the whole process again, giving them the same exact info. They don't sort it till Wednesday. Oh, well, that reminds me. This past week, right, I told you I had to re-edit my thesis a second time for the College of Graduate Studies, who have their own curricula, or their own criteria, sorry. I told you before, right, they asked me to make super minor formatting changes. They said, no big deal. Like, we're almost there, you're doing great, right? Just get this to us and we will approve this sucker and get you published, right? I do this. Then at the 11th hour, I receive a second message from the same analyst who was supposed to tell me, like, everything that was wrong with it or whatever, telling me I need to re-edit because there is a blank page separating two distinct sections or chapters of my thesis. Can't do that. So I gotta get that blank page out of there and resubmit. I do so. It takes about 15 minutes. I then receive a message from a graduate analyst after hearing nothing from the other guy a few days later saying, you might want to get in touch with College of Graduate Studies, in other words, us. If you're super confident you can make it in time because you missed the deadline for submitting your thesis, even though I submitted the thesis several weeks prior and I was just touching it up with one of their people, right? I get a second email 4 minutes later from the same person saying, such and such, the name of the analyst who reached out to me, would like to rescind the previous message. In other words, we got like, oh great, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
All of this after my folks take several... Remember, my boss took, like, weeks to get me, like, all the signatures, or even send the thing that she had in her inbox out for signatures. Oh, and Eclipse says, and on Wednesday they say they found a new tutor? So I don't know what the fuck happened there, but the tutor I found hadn't messaged me. Oh, that's awful, man. I'm so sorry.
Yummy.
It's actually pretty stupid that you're the one responsible for finding them a new tutor.
Right?
If it's, you know, I don't want to tutor them because I don't have time or something, fine. But if it's like, these people are assholes and I fucking hate them and they're actually, you know, genuinely acting like assholes, let them find their own tutor or, you know, customer support.
Yeah, like, let customer service handle it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry, just the notion of a customer service department for, like, an educational, like, entity is driving me insane. I mean, I get why it's there, but still, why? Oh, shit, yeah, I touched one of the spiked enemies. Yep, that is an instant kill. My bad. It's okay, though, we got this. We're almost to the end of this stage we've been in for way too long, folks. We've been in this stage for 20 minutes. Good lord. It's, you know, finding all of those lollipops and having to navigate the expert mode version of the stage, that will run the timer up your first time through. I'm sure if I wanted to... For whatever reason, if I was feeling particularly, like, masochistic and wanted to try speedrunning the stages, I fell in the lava again. Never mind, I suck at this. Can I teleport out? Oh, I probably could have if I recognized the time. Val says, okay, gentlemen, go to Vanish, have a good night. Night, Val, thank you for joining us.
Night Val.
Oh yeah, and Eclipse says they is in CS. Yeah, I gotcha. My favorite, like, experience with a student not entirely understanding how instruction works was the person who messaged me as their teacher, not just as their tutor, asking me if I and my boss, who were, like, co-teaching the class, on record, could, like, just give them less to read or summarize the readings we assigned in Word documents, like, give them notes so they could do less work. That was great. That was great. Poor guy. At least he was nice and asked. Like, he genuinely didn't know. We were like, we couldn't do that, sorry. He was like, oh, okay, no problem. That was the person who then asked if Wikipedia was an acceptable source, so, you know. And then went ahead and just used it.
Those fucking atomic warlocks.
Hey though, again, you know how I say I do genuinely respect and love all my students? His was one of the students whose writing actually probably improved the most over the course of the semester. Like,
well, you know, it was kind of hard to get worse.
well, no, granted, but like, aside from like the Gatorade typos, those second and third essays were actually pretty good. Like, decent. They were like B- work.
Okay.
Which is not bad, honestly, for someone who started out in ungradable territory. Like, and I don't mean like, I'm being mean, I mean like, legally, I could not give a grade to that.
Nice. Oh, Eclipse actually has a good point. Wikipedia is not an acceptable source, but the source page of Wikipedia
Oh,
can
yeah!
be useful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've used it before, like, just to see what have other people, like, actual scholars said about such and such before. Where should I look, you know? Oh no, don't tell me I'm going to run the clock out. Yeah, I'm gonna run the clock out and die here because I can't find the last crab. Damn you, crab. Oh, that's okay. Oh, no, the last crab just wandered off into the lava when I couldn't even find it and killed itself. Never mind. Man, Potato, how many times have, like, pathfinding errors and game glitches played out in my favor over the course of this network's existence?
A lot.
It's always
Well,
at the last minute, too, isn't it?
Yeah, but actually that happens to all of us.
That is true,
I mean,
that is true.
Seth falling down to a bonfire in Blightstown. Me dying in a boss fight, but it's still counting as killing the boss because we died at the same time.
All the time!
Yeah.
Dre says, I thought that's what Spark Notes were for. No, this OG went straight to Wikipedia. And Dre says, yeah, that's what I would use Wikipedia for. Finding other sources. Exactly. Or just seeing, hey, what was the general time frame within which people were writing about this, right? Like, what time were the sources, what span of time were the cited sources produced during? That's something as a historian quote-unquote historian, I'm kind of interested in from time to time. One of my strengths, apparently, is historiography, which if you don't know, because the discipline of history can sometimes disappear entirely up its own ass, is a discipline-specific way of saying literature review. I am apparently pretty good at constructing literature reviews that are actually explanatory instead of just lists of what other people have done. Which, yeah, I'm happy about that. Yeah, so the chant in this world is different. They're saying, let's catch some rays instead of let's get forked up, which is what they say in most of the other hub worlds. So, Calm Bay is a little bit less calm now, isn't it, Potato? This is, if you remember, the stage where we had to, like, explore to find the 3 different keys. Like, just free roam around, you know, the archipelago.
Ah.
I think the area may have caught too many rays.
Looks pretty calm to me.
Hello.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Seth.
Welcome back, Seth.
Dankeschön.
Gesundheit.
Oh, no. It's okay, we're going to go into the lava, but not without lollipops.
Yummy.
A sentence I never thought I would hear.
Lava pumps?
I was about to say,
Lava
yeah. You know, some folks or some companies do make, like, spicy lollipops. Like, flavored with peppers or hot sauces or the like. I bet they're actually pretty dang good. Potato goes off to research.
No, I'm doing something else.
What?
No, I found someone on Patreon making 3D models, and some of them look really nice. I'm thinking of maybe actually paying those $7 for a month.
You could set up like either a Patreon or an Etsy for 3D printed models.
Oh yeah, and Etsy would
Yeah,
work
the
very well.
thing I could, I just have to see what I can sell and can't, because pretty much anything you find for free has a license where you can print it, but you cannot sell it commercially.
Right, right.
Like, if someone were to go, can you print something for me? I'll pay you, and they go like, can you print this model out for me? That's fine. I can't like advertise like I'm selling these
As
prints.
a business, yeah. Dre says, lollipops like the devil's toe. Yeah. Exactly. Sorry, Potato, you were going to say.
I was just gonna say some of the paid ones offer up to like, you pay them an extra $30, and they give you like a merchant license where you can sell their stuff.
Oh, that sounds workable. Like, if you can drum up the business.
Yeah.
Okay, so the crabs have come prepared for war this time. They've got spikes and instant death cannons.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, y'all, hold on. By the way, chat, what do we think of these streams? I know I'm kind of like dithering about trying to do as much of the game's content as possible. Do you like this approach, or would you prefer I try to just like beat the game, for lack of a better term, as quickly as possible, just so we can see like the main campaign, all the bosses, and
You should
the areas?
you should do the approach that is most fun for you.
I know, I'm just curious, as always, to solicit, like, audience opinions. Not saying I will absolutely go along with whatever I'm told to do. I mean, you guys have seen these streams. The fact that I played an entire campaign's worth of Immortal Unchained should be evidence enough of that. But it does influence my decision.
Yummy.
My beautiful audience is my consultative counsel.
Honestly, I think maybe it depends on the game. That'd
Sure.
be the best answer. Because, like, Psychonauts, pretty good for streaming, in my opinion. Not really that fun if you're gonna be, like, going for all the figments on stream.
Yeah.
Agreed, yeah.
But Immortal Unchained, definitely you have to complete it.
Oh, whenever I do finally get very, very near to the Platinum Trophy, I will be streaming it again. Because I want a video record of me defeating that game once and for all.
You poor bastard, why would you do this to yourself?
Oh, I'm not doing this to myself, I'm doing it to Immortal Unchained. I'm going to conquer it this time around.
I feel like you're still the one losing.
Did you know that the version of Immortal Unchained we played was the improved cut of the game?
What?
Yeah! They completely they completely remade it. Dig that. Well, not exactly remade it, but restructured it. Let me explain. Immortal Unchained at launch was a totally different experience. The first stage was completely different in its layout. The boss arena was totally different. The treasures you acquired were placed at different places in a different order. And you even went to the 3 main planets that were totally not just kind of stock cookie-cutter fantasy sci-fi environments in a totally different order. Like that area with all of the bullshit teleporting snipers, remember? As like the principal enemies?
Yeah.
That was the second main zone you explored after the tutorial. You went to the ice planet as normal, then you went there, then to the forest. So yeah, they went through and tried to remake the principal golden path of Immortal Unchained with player experience and quality of gameplay in mind. And what we got was the new and improved version. That was their best effort!
Jeez. That's
kind of sad!
Yeah, sad is the word I use. Jesus Christ.
Right? Like, Immortal Unchained struck me as something that somebody or a team, like, kind of rushed out as a crazy cash grab, but no! That was a labor of love!
God fucking damn it to hell, what?
Right, Potato, don't you just feel bad now?
I maybe kind of understand the guy that got kind of pissy at you.
No. He didn't. He was just trying his best to justify his game.
Aw, poor guy.
Well, no, and remember, he wasn't a dev. I think he was one of the creative folks, like one of the creators of the concept.
So the guy that was like, what, Googling other games and seeing what to take?
Poor fella, I guess, just sat in, the clearance aisle of his local GameStop with scissors and a bottle of glue and was like, I can make this work.
Jesus.
Isn't that crazy, though? That may be my favorite piece of gaming trivia now. Immortal Unchained, as experienced on the Overanalyst channel, was the new and improved version. That's like finding out that Olestra was actually far better for gut health than what they originally wanted to sell you.
Well, if you wanted to not have a gut anymore, then it was fucking amazing. Like, this is Olestra, you know laxatives? Yeah. This will empty you out like no laxative ever has before.
Nothing in your stomach? How about no stomach? Even better.
Yep.
But yeah, I kind of want to get my hands on the original cut of Immortal Unchained now.
Oh god, for a second there I thought you were gonna say I want to get my hands on the original formula for Olestra.
Well, I mean, that's a given. I'm pretty sure I have said that before.
Isn't that technically like a biological weapon?
Maybe that's what's burning underneath Centralia, Pennsylvania.
Isn't Olestra banned by the Geneva Convention? Oh god. No, it'd be fine because you're not using it in war, you're using it on your own people.
You're using it in food. Olestra is actually the only, frying, liquid, or I guess like cooking oil allowed in Hell's Kitchen. That's why Gordon Ramsay's so angry all the time. He knows what he has to put up with. So I think we've collected everything in this maze. Sorry, this was originally an open world stage, so going through here with more obstacles is still going to be a pretty intensive experience. Wait a minute. I've got a checkpoint on the roof of this maze, so we can just teleport right on out of here. Haha. Haha. Man, imagine if Viper, like, advertised Olestra. We'd all be doomed, because we would just have to consume it. You'd also rebrand himself as Wiper.
Oh, God.
Steph, you with us?
No, she's fully muted.
Ah. Wait a moment, I think I may understand what we have to do here. No, I clearly don't. We need to get to the top of this thing so we can get a lollipop. Which I will never use because I already have, like, the combination of, like, aesthetic upgrades I want. Oh, the pathfinding saved me again! Look at that!
Nice.
Oh, almost. So we probably need to do a long jump here. Aye, aye. Okay, we can do this. Yeah, baby! All that for one lollipop. I do not feel fulfilled in the least. Off we go! Oh, we've got more crab soldiers. Oh, and they've got, like, burst fire rifles. Oh, hold on, I've got an idea. Oh, wait, we were able to deflect one of his projectiles. Never mind. So a spike shield here, and then poison projectiles? No. If those aren't green, they're yellow, which would make them a new type of projectile. I think they were poisonous, though.
Yummy.
Hopefully we're not going to get beamed by a projectile. No, we were not. We're good. Dre says, gonna get Pokemon Shining Pearl this Friday. What I've seen so far looks good. Just not a fan of the chibi models. Yeah, I prefer the more, like, quote, for lack of a better word, realistic proportions used by Sword and Shield. But they look like a fun couple of games.
Let me put this right.
Also, what do you think of Pokemon Shine and Pearl and, I don't know, Brilliant Diamond, whatever it is, having the same exact ROM? What do you think of that?
Yeah. You know what that tells you? So it's not like they couldn't put the entirety of the game, like if it was combined into one game, onto a single memory card.
They just wanted to sell you more stuff.
Yeah. Which is a pretty dick move.
Oh, no doubt. Wait a minute. It's an axe. There's an axe over here. By taking a photo of it, we got the Mustache of Legend photo hunt trophy. This is a Mario 1 reference. So I bet if we touch the axe... Oh, we just died. Okay. I thought it might destroy the bridge and open a pathway, but no dice. I mean, hey, it was an idea.
Well, I mean, that's how it works in Super Mario, so...
Yeah, but this isn't Immortal Unchained. It's not just gonna completely rip something else off. Never mind.
Never mind the fact that the graphics are the same. Can you maybe push it or something?
Maybe we can just reach that compartment from the other side of the arena. Ray says, I thought it looked like a Mario thing. Oh, jeez. And Eclipse says, I pre-ordered Brilliant Diamond. It is Brilliant Diamond. Righteous.
Brilliant diamond and shining
Pearl, yeah. How do we open you? Oh, secret compartment. Oh, wait, no, it's on another island.
Moving on.
Lollipop we need. Never mind. So we're going to have to use our teleport network.
Let's do this.
Okay, so from here, we can platform our way across, right? Yeah, maybe. Curse zone, no gliding. Well, that's fine. Oh, but it's even further across, isn't it? Earlier in the stage. Alright.
Moving on.
Yeah, I bet the Pokemon remakes are gonna be pretty good. Just if I had to, you know, put money down, I would say they are going to be pretty damn satisfactory to folks who love the 4th gen. Which is the last gen I played, until the most recent.
It's time for a whooping.
Oh, there it is. It's on top of the tower. We just have to be careful around the flame gun. Sorry, by the way, if my mouth sounds full, that's because it is. I'm having some peanuts.
Nice.
Just good old dry roasted peanuts. Yes, I am a 90-year-old man.
Oh, peanuts are great. They're so, like, if you put a bowl of peanuts in front of someone, they're just gonna start eating it and keep eating it without noticing. It's a problem.
Like, I know I will. Any kind of, like...
Let's do this.
I guess any of the smaller, like, salted nuts you can buy in the store, I will just go in on a bowl of. Like, the larger ones...
You just can't resist putting these nuts in your mouth.
So true, brother, so true. It's a universal experience, you know that. Grace says, I'm really liking the changes so far. The changes to the underground look so fun. Plus co-op contest for something I was hoping they would do. Oh yeah, the underground has been completely reworked. That's right. I vaguely remember that from the original. Okay, let's take on the last Armageddon return trip stage. At least I think there's one more missing. And then head on over to our new district, which I'm super excited for. Were you going to say something, Potato?
No.
Still hung up on the nuts, huh?
No.
You know my favorite, though, are cashews. Especially, oh man, if you get, like, honey roasted cashews, it's over, man. Those things are so good. Pretty fatty, as, like, nuts go, but, like, really, really good. Races plus following Pokemon's always fun. So true. Now, do you predict, because I do, that when Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out, people like the old school Pokemon fans are also going to drag it for not allowing them exactly the experience they envisioned? As they did with Pokemon Sword and Shield?
You know what my problem with Pokemon games is?
What's that, sir?
I don't have a Nintendo Switch.
Ah, so true, so true.
And I kind of don't want to buy it just for a few games.
I totally get that. Maybe, like, later, once the baseline Switch or whatever model is most accessible is really decreased in price, you know, right?
But that's the issue with the Nintendo consoles. They don't really go down in price much lower than they are at release.
Oh my
but
god,
as
you're
soon
right.
as they stop being produced, they go way up in price. Like buy a freaking 3DS now,
Oh
and
god,
then
you're right.
compare that to buying a PlayStation 3.
Oh, and I really, really want Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney as well. Damn it. And I gave my 3DS away back when I had one.
Oh, Brady, why would you do that?
Well, because I wasn't really using it to play anything, and at the time it was relatively early in the console's life cycle, but if you remember, there was like nothing on 3DS for the first few years, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Hey, it was like in the time of the Wii U, Nintendo wasn't making shit. And I knew this person who was really going through some stuff, and they wanted one. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything with mine. Here you go. Like, just take it. And it was worth it. I don't regret it, but I do regret not being able to find one in all the years since.
Yeah, you gotta roam those garage sales.
Aye. Dre says, oh yeah, I could definitely see that. And I got the Switch Lite because I didn't want to pay a ton for it. Also, I'd never played on the TV, so it was perfect for me. Right on, man. Oh, this is not a trampoline. This is a... They say it's a chair, but this is just a table we can sit on. You can't fool me, Demon Turf.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, the Switch Lite, well, like, at least where I am, is not much cheaper than the just regular Switch.
Huh. But they are both,
And-
I assume, much cheaper than the OLED.
Yes. But, yeah, like, the thing is, the OLED coming out here did not reduce the price of the OG Switch. It just increased the price of the OLED
Oh, of course.
by a lot. But the thing is, if the Lite version was reversed, as in it's not portable, it's only you plug it into the TV, I would consider getting that one. But getting a like portable only is
Dre says where I'm, it was like $100 cheaper. Yeah, same here. Which makes sense. I mean, we're both in the same market. But I will say the Switch was worthwhile for me from the outset because I was so excited to see Nintendo with things like Mario Odyssey announced and Breath of the Wild being released. I was like, okay, Nintendo might make games that engage me again. I'm gonna pick this up. And it was worth it for me, but I could totally understand the folks who were like, I do not want to go in on this. I was that way with the Wii U, as was the rest of the world. But I did pick one up very recently, like past couple of years, not long after the pandemic broke out, because I was just interested to play some of its exclusives, namely I got Color Splash, I got Mario 3D World just before the remake was announced, so there was that. I got the Smash Brothers game, which was pretty good, and what else? There was well, most of the quality Wii U games had remakes announced over the past couple years, so you know. But I got one. I have a Wii U now, and it is now fulfilling its proper place in any gamer's collection, sitting on a mantle, slowly collecting dust and rotting. So I'm glad I'm able to experience that with my Wii U. But it says, I got the standard Switch for streaming ease. That is smart. Very smart.
yeah, for streaming definitely you don't want the Lite because the Lite doesn't have an output, right? But listen to this. So, the regular Switch right here, cheapest one you can find, that's in stock, of course, is 320 euros. I mean, it's not really that much. Like, it's cheaper than what I paid for the VR headset.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The Lite one is 100 euros cheaper, so 220, which, okay, I guess it's a decent price if you want a portable on the console. And then you have the OLED version, which the only real difference is the screen. Is 506 euros, cheapest you can find.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
For a screen, essentially.
for a screen, yes.
Alright. Just get the basic Switch and output it to a flat screen like I do. It ain't worth
Yeah.
it, man.
Yeah, it really isn't.
You know
Like-
it's bad when my response is, oh, just do something like Brady does. That should never be the preferable option.
No, but the thing is, like, if you think about it, the non-portable one, which you can just plug into an like giant OLED TV, has the OLED screen upgrade, but the portable one, which you literally can only look at the screen of the console, did not get the OLED upgrade.
Crazy. Eclipse says 506 is insane. Agreed. And Dre says, yeah, I have a couple really good games for Switch. Hollow Knight, Pokemon, Monster Hunter, Stardew Valley, and A Hat in Time. I've got a pretty healthy collection of Switch games. Now, I'll run down my Switch library for you guys at a later date if you'd like me to, like during my next Switch stream, which, will be soon. I've got something very special planned to stream on the Switch that I've been looking forward to
returned.
sharing with you guys for a long time.
Welcome.
Welcome, Seth. It's a game you guys have all seen before, no doubt, but I would love to, share a playthrough with all of you guys. And Dre says, of course, I still have my Game Boy Color and all of its games. I've only ever gotten rid of my DSi. Kept my DS Lite instead. Oh, my DS Lite is my go-to for handheld games, which I think it's still in my parents' house. I've not played handhelds in ages. I prefer, like, a console. I like a great visual quality and being able to sit down and really focus in on what I'm playing, you know? It's just a preferable experience for me. But if I am playing something on handheld, I will always go for my DS Lite. Except for my iPhone, which I have to use to play the Ace Attorney games, because I don't have 3DS.
I have two 3DSs. A 3DS XL limited edition Super Smash Bros. And what's it called? The X and Y, I think, new 3DS XL limited edition.
Yeah, you collect some Nintendo Special Run consoles, don't
Yep.
you?
Yeah.
Eclipse says, welcome back, Seth.
Dankeschön.
Welcome back indeed. We're almost done with the port. We are almost done with the
Woohoo.
port.
For some reason, this area kind of reminds me of the cursed Mario game.
I was about to say,
Because we're
don't you
not
say
gonna
it, don't you
mention.
say it. Well, no, it's
Yeah.
because both of them use, like, Southern European-inspired architecture in their visual design, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Like, I
Looks
know I've
kinda
seen these types of
Greek-ish.
Greek, like Southern
Or maybe
Italian.
Sicilian.
Yeah. Sicilian,
Yeah.
Roman, like very vaguely Roman, like theme park Roman, you know?
Yeah.
This looks like a good spot.
Ray says that's what I have my Xbox for, to have the bigger screen and better graphics. Oh man, right in front of me, like scattered around my floor and entertainment center, I have a Wii U, a Switch, a PS3, and a PS4.
I need to clean my area around my TV so I can put the Nintendo N64 and SNES that I have. Because right now they're just collecting dust on my shelf.
I also
Oh
need
my
to tidy
god,
up
Dre,
my-
you have Pikachu cover? I wanted to find that Pikachu cover because it's so adorable, but I could not find any that wouldn't set me back by quite a lot.
Cosmic
so.
3DS, that's sick, man. Okay, so guys, guess what color my Switch, Joy-Cons, 3DS, and DS Lite all are, or were, in the case of the DS Lite. Like, which colors would I pick for each of those? Go ahead and have a guess. Have your best guess, chat.
Purple.
For which consoles? Which or which?
Consoles. It's either gonna be purple or it's gonna be like golden black.
And you think I went with the same color scheme for all of them?
Pink.
Yes.
Pink.
What?
Okay, Potato says pink. Okay, any other guesses from chat? Well, you're right about one thing. They are almost uniform.
Okay.
The color is?
So,
Pink.
my Joy-Cons, my Switch, and my Joy-Con and Switch are. All of my controllers are. And my 3DS was black, of course. And my DS Lite is actually, like, the red cover. Like, the red upper screen has a red top, and the rest is black.
Okay.
Super
That's weird.
stylish.
I would have assumed you wanted to, like, you would go towards, like, yeah, black, but, like, with maybe golden accents or something, like, not purely one color.
I got most of my consoles, like, near release, when your color options are very limited. And
Yeah.
I tend to find highlights on consoles that are, like, actually produced by the like, you know, actual first party that released the console to typically look kind of cheap and garish most of the time. Not always, but oftentimes. So I prefer solid colors. I did have a special release, I want to say Halo Reach or ODST. I think it might have been ODST. Xbox controller that was like a beautiful
ODST?
dark green. Yeah, it might have been ODST.
What is ODST?
That was a Halo title released after the third entry that starred a non-Spartan and had placed an emphasis on slightly stealthier, more tactical gameplay. By a hair, of course. No gliding. Okay, I will respect that. Begrudgingly.
I respect your wishes, game. I hate you,
Indrace's
but I
gray.
respect it.
Yeah. Close. Like, where applicable, I would take gray. And it says, it's so cute. The golden Pikachu outline looks so good over the purple. Oh, I bet it does. Gold and purple are a wonderful color combination. But Seth, you're absolutely right in saying that I adore black and gold.
Yeah. When I was playing Guild Wars 2, my guild's colors for when we went to like war with other guilds was black with gold.
Hell yeah.
We were
Good
very
taste,
stylish.
sister.
Yeah.
If I was in a video game, there is no way, based off of aesthetics alone, I would end up getting to be the hero.
Might be the villain though, like the main villain.
Well, I don't know. In Ace Attorney 5, one of the heroes has a black and like gray color scheme.
I don't know why, but I would imagine you as some sort of like Kafka character.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I don't know. Like, no, if you're talking about the first half of Final Fantasy VI, maybe? But then he's revealed to have like this super nihilistic ideology in the back half, so no. He does have a great theme that receives a fantastic cover in Final Fantasy XIV. Remember?
Yeah.
The, like, dancing mad orchestration. Dre says, ODST was the last game I played with a friend of mine before he passed. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. I assume you have some very powerful, kind of bittersweet memories of that game, yeah? My childhood best friend was a huge Halo fan, and I remember it was one of the last Halo games we played through together before we kind of just fell out of touch. It's a very good game, by the way. It is the first game that included a Horde mode that I got really invested in.
Okay, this is interesting.
Sir?
Apple today announced self-service repair, which will allow customers who are comfortable with completing their own repairs access to Apple genuine parts and tools.
Okay, interesting. So basically,
yeah.
would that mean that you would be able to go into Apple Store and perform your own repairs and still keep the warranty?
Of course not, Seth. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, well,
Don't be ridiculous.
Okay,
You don't
then.
get to keep
McDonald's
the
is also announcing that you can now just, like, vault over the counter at their stores and make your own Big Macs. Still paying for them, of course.
It's along the lines of, you have an... I mean, it's gonna start with iPhones 12 and 13, of course. They're not gonna go super old because they probably don't have the parts anymore themselves. But the thing is, like, in 5 years when you no longer have the warranty, but you still have the phone, you should be able to fix it yourself.
Oh.
Yes.
However, I am quite certain that this was just due to all the outrage they had by trying to
Yeah.
stop the self-repair people, or just anyone
Yeah.
else but Apple repairing it, or even them repairing it was just trying to charge you so much that you just decide to buy a new one.
So they've thrown their hands up and
Yeah.
said, "Oh, for God's sakes, do it yourself."
No. The right to self-repair is something that people have been trying to fight for, especially in America.
Ah.
Like in Europe, it's mostly allowed, and Apple has a lot of trouble circumventing it here. But the thing is, they can go, yeah, we can sell you the parts and give you the manuals and everything, but screen is gonna cost $200.
Ooh.
And you're not gonna go buy a genuine screen for $200 when you can buy a replacement one from China for $20.
Very
Yeah.
true.
I managed to break my own screen like on my iPhone 8 when I had it, but thankfully my company paid for repairs, because repairs of just like a small crack was 200 euros.
Because they just replace the whole screen. They don't.
Yeah.
They can't just repair a single crack.
Yeah.
And they also, for the most part, I think iPhones are waterproof, right?
Yeah.
So
for the most
the
part,
thing-
anymore, yeah.
Yeah. So the thing with waterproof phones is they make them airtight. So the LCD screen is gonna be glued really well to the glass, to the front
Yeah.
glass part. So replacing it really just includes replacing the LCD screen, even though it's fine.
Yeah. The thing is, I remember that I was really upset after the repair because they did not clean up the glue properly. So on the sides, I had
Yes.
like the dried out glue, and I had to kind of like clean it myself with like a needle.
I want to say I remember you telling me about this, yeah.
Yeah.
Those
and
kind
it-
of things are always it's never as good as it was originally. Like recently, I actually managed to drop my phone from the height of literally my chair, and I cracked the screen.
Wow.
It still works. It's a bit annoying to see it every time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now I have a couple of choices. I can get a replacement screen for $20. Do it myself. I've done it on many different phones. However, Samsung has released in the last, I think, like year or something, a software update that will disable your fingerprint reader if you replace the screen, because the fingerprint reader is a like sonic one under the screen.
Yeah.
On one hand, you can sort of maybe understand it, because banking apps and everything can use the fingerprint reader to log you in
Yeah.
instead of using your PIN. So I can sort of understand it. However, if I take it to a like authorized service shop, it will cost me 100 euros to replace it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or I can just wait like 2 more months ish and just get a new phone from my phone provider. Like be renewing
Weren't
my
you gonna
contract.
use weren't you gonna get a PlayStation from your phone provider?
I would gladly do it if they had any PlayStations. Like when that time comes, if they have a PlayStation, I'll take the PlayStation, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And I'll just buy myself a phone or just repair this one. But I was thinking,
So, yeah.
option of taking the phone and then permanently using this one as my camera
Oh, there you go.
would be pretty nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lucy's workshop is open now, or this structure she was guarding.
Lucy.
So, my phone, like the iPhone 8, when it was falling, it doesn't matter from which height it would fall, it would always crack or get a scratch or something. Now I have iPhone 11 Pro Plus, I don't know, the biggest one, the best one of the 11 series. It fell from my pocket so many times because I usually put it in my coat pocket, and then I have to kind of like bend when I'm putting a leash on Beppo, and it always falls out of my pocket. And it's fallen out so many times, I don't have a single scratch on it, and it's incredible, and I love it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've dropped the Samsung phone more times than I'm willing to admit, and it was just about time for it to crack.
Yeah, it gave up eventually.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's completely entirely my fault. Cause I have like these shorts I wear at home that have really shallow pockets. And it just constantly falls out of them.
I had that happen quite a bit when I was younger. Never really damaged the phone, thankfully, but...
I always found it fascinating how it doesn't matter in which way you drop your phone. It's either gonna fall on like one of the edges, like one of the corners and crack, or it's gonna fall straight on its face.
Too true.
Yeah.
And every time I look at it, I just have like a heart attack, and then I don't want to turn the phone around because I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And it's, oh, okay, still alive.
Oh, you
Speaking
think
of-
that's bad? I had a phone drop on its back and the screen cracked, and I got to see it just spiderweb completely.
How
and I
did
don't mean
that
like
happen?
you know how like it usually cracks in one corner or like half of it? No, the entire screen just completely looked like a spiderweb. And it literally, in a time span of 1 second, you just saw it start from one point and crack everywhere.
Oh man, that's awful.
It was a Sony Xperia that
Oh, yeah, I
had
remember.
like a hard side frame, and the back was a glued on like plastic with some metal plate that was really bendy. So basically it just got pushed from the back forwards and it cracked the screen upwards. Yeah.
Dre says my pixels have done very well for how often I've dropped them. No cracks or broken screens.
Yeah, I heard about Pixels, like a couple of people that I know have them, and they're all very happy with the durability.
My, I believe this is an iPhone 6S or something I've got.
And it's still alive?
Well, let me see.
Like,
what,
it didn't get bricked by any update?
what model are you?
What are you?
7, sorry.
Huh.
This iPhone 7 I got has also done very well despite being dropped many times, but that's because it's in a case.
Oh yeah, I don't have a case.
Oh, I have a case and I have a screen protector. So now I have a spiderweb on the screen protector, but not on my screen.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah. I wanted to make a screenshot of my phone to show you, and then I realized I'm an idiot.
Oi! Okay, so we died, but we might have gotten the arcade cartridge that we were able to glide over to, finally, at long last. Oh, and Seth, we're about to be revisiting your favorite part of the hub world, so hold tight.
Yeah.
I may have been being facetious.
They see me rolling. Okay, so for tomorrow, then I'm gonna also prepare the Minish cap just in case we finish the game earlier. But yeah, I think we are not gonna be finishing earlier. Like, I have to finish the main game and then maybe go back to collect some other things or have some mini boss fights. So should be fine.
Correct.
Or not.
Well, I don't believe there is a post game, so
Yeah.
we'll have to do probably Dathomir and then go handle our Collectathon, then
Yeah,
handle the final.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't know why my English is not goodening, but then we'll have to go back and handle the final boss and final
I think
stage.
you English very goodly as usual. It's just that your brain is shutting off in the middle of a sentence. Schnaufi says I never cracked the screen of one of my phones. I have no idea who you are, Schnaufi, but I'm pretty sure you're not a human being.
He listened to me. He probably never had a phone with a screen.
Moving on.
I only ever
Yeah,
did
it's
so
nice.
once. And it was when it was due to be replaced anyway, so I mean, I was fine.
I mean, I managed to crack the screen of a Siemens C25.
Oh my
which
god,
had-
I remember that one.
Yeah, I had it like.
Siemens
in a
made
little...
phones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a long time ago. I was like,
I had C45 for a long time. It was small but chubby.
yeah, like mine was. You literally just had one line where it would just I think it was no, I had more, but it was like really a small screen where you just managed to like see enough to send an SMS and see who's calling you, but
Yeah.
it didn't even have games. Like there were no phone with games back then. But the thing is, I had like one of those cases that had like a plastic in front, so you can still type everything on it.
Yeah.
And you can attach it to your belt. You can just hook it onto your belt.
Oh my god, I remember that.
So
yes.
I was riding around on a bike, and with my leg, I unhooked it from the belt. It fell under the back wheel of my bike, and that managed to crack the screen.
Ooh. Schnaufy says, I had the Siemens C45. It's my first phone. I should really try to enunciate the second S in that, sorry. Dre says, I have Minish Cap. I used to play it all the time on my GBA. I only ever got past the first temple, then got stuck, then restarted. Well,
I just realized that if you don't enunciate the second S, what the word means, and I just started laughing to myself. Hehe, semen.
they also, I've heard they also make some pretty kickin' sedans, so, you know.
My first ever phone was an Ericsson, and at that time they didn't even have a code, it was just an Ericsson.
Mine
So,
was
and it looked like a gigantic brick.
Mine was an LG that looked like you asked somebody to make an honorary, like, commemorative 3D model, like a small plastic model of a gamer mouse. It was a flip phone.
Oh, flip phones were nice.
I had an LG flip phone, like a
It was
silver
not half
and
bad.
red. Yeah,
Mine
I
was-
loved it because it had a small screen on the outside, so I could see if I had a message or something.
Mine did not have that. Dre says, I used to have, or no, talked about Minish Cap. I was going to say, please be sure to check out Seth's stream playthrough then, because you are going to see absolutely everything that game has to offer.
I
Seth and
played that
are-
game through twice. I
yeah,
love it.
we're both big fans. I did not complete the game, but I completed most everything it had to offer, up to the second to last dungeon and most everything you could do in the overworld. It is a puzzle-centric game, and it has really good puzzle design for the most part. So, Seth, I'm sorry, but it's time to do more of your favorites.
Woohoo!
Look who it is.
Well,
Look at the description of his next puzzle course.
dive deep in this wet one.
Jesus, Mr. Mint.
I am really happy that I actually have to go to sleep now, so good night, everyone.
Okay, take care. We will be playing through this and then tackling our next world in our next stream. So this will be a fun little platforming course to conclude the stream on. I actually really like these. They remind me of the Mario game we don't talk about. All we have to do here is collect a bunch of keys.
Mario Starlight?
That is correct. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was Mario Goes to Hell, hence why Demon Turf reminds me of it so strongly.
Anyway, Brady, I'll be leaving you as well. It's pretty late.
Alright, Potato, thanks a lot for joining us. It's been a pleasure, and please keep us up to date with your condition, how you're feeling, alright, man?
I will. Bye-bye.
Best wishes, take care, man. Janafi says, I had an LG slider phone with the 16:9 screen, but I can't remember the model. Oh, yeah, I can't remember what model mine was either. Ray says, I'm sure I would have a better time of it now. It was like 8 when I played it a bunch. Yeah, I played Minish Cap all the time when I was around that age? Maybe a little older. Maybe like 10, 12, somewhere in there. I can't quite recall. Oh, this is gone. Suck. We gotta collect 6 keys like this. Oh, Lord. And that's, oh, as you can see, 6 of them without dying a single time. This may or may not be possible. Well, possible for me, I should say. Spin to elevate. Spin platforms to raise them up. Oh, that's very neat, actually. So that's key number 1. Okay, let's see here. Oh, almost, almost. I'm curious to see if Mr. Mint is going to spawn. Oh, fuck. I thought they would retract in time. But this is actually going to be pretty damn tough. Does Mr. Mint have anything to say? Ooh-wee. It's a tad cramped in here, huh? Yeah, but it's the best fishing spot I know. Care to join me? Oh, Mr. Mint, you're the worst. He's just eerie. There's nothing all that particularly wrong with the character. He's just... Oh! Oh, that's so cool! We do actually get to keep the number of keys we collect prior to death. Okay. So this is just a fun little, sandbox, but no pressure for the most part. Two is an easy get. I'm going to go insane with these laser grids. They're so tough to navigate. They would not be if we were just falling through them or had to, you know, blast through stationary laser walls, even despite the kind of slippery, no pun intended, aquatic controls. But the fact that there's a lot of these rapidly rotating laser walls in quick succession we have to make our way through, that's gonna throw me. That's gonna throw me. Like so! It's tough to judge relative depth in a very cloudy underwater environment. Like this, see? You've got the fog everywhere. Well, what is meant to be, like, representative of the limited, depth perception one has underwater. With the 2D sprites. That is hard. That is difficult. Ray says, I was the same with Pokemon Silver. I'd get stuck after the 3rd gym, then just restart. I didn't have a very long attention span when I was young. Oh, I was the same way. So I'd be constantly replaying, like, the first couple stages of certain games when I was rather young. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh. What is this? You see this? There's a small hole at the very, very base of this tunnel. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Am I meant to go down here, or is this just... Well, the arrow isn't pointing me to anything down there, so I think that might... Fuck! Just be an issue with the, model of that particular pipe. Let's try this one from the other end then, because there is a second point of access here. Not that I'm confident it would be much easier. Mr. Mint's courses are fun. Lots of fun, but really hard. There's not many of them. There's 30, I think, all told, and many of them are dedicated to, entirely optional... Well, no, sorry, I should say they are all optional, and many of them are dedicated to the gadgets we pick up in the worlds, and those, based on my limited experience, are much easier. They're just based around fun ways to use the gadgets that you might not in the course of a standard playthrough. How long is this friggin' tunnel? It was probably... 5! Nowhere near as long as it feels. Oh, okay. We'll get this. Rise, dive, rocket. Gotcha. The key is almost certainly right here, at the midpoint of the pipe. There we go. 5! Sorry, I know this is not making for the best viewing in the world. But it is really difficult for me to judge my depth as opposed to the depth of my relatively flat character relative to the depth of these totally flat laser grids. It is much, much easier when I'm able to see my my shadow, see? And that little radius on the ground indicating where we are. But the radius does not exist. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm that tired. It's rather difficult to see when you are not jumping off of the ground, when you're not navigating off of the ground and stabilizing yourself on the ground sporadically. When you're just kind of free-floating like this, it's pretty gnarly. Okay, that did it. So maybe if, yeah, we go low to the ground as often as we can, or as low to the ground as we can manage. There we go. Hey, presto, there it is, there we go. Halfway there. Now, let's teleport our way back out of here. Dre says, I mean, it worked out for me occasionally. I found several of my favorite games because I liked what was on the cover. I want to say I was the same way as a kid, at least several of my favorite games in childhood. I don't know how many of them have stuck with me through adulthood, though. See, I'm very, very... kind of finicky in how I go about choosing my favorite games, because I very rarely will replay an entire game start to finish. Very, very rarely. I will just become enamored with an experience and then remember it fondly, without necessarily re-experiencing it. Okay, well, this tunnel was very easy compared to the last one. Wow. It's entirely possible. By the way, that's okay. It's okay if we die. We made it through. Dre says Okami was one. Yeah, I also love Okami. Even though I have never beaten it. I've made it just over halfway through, I want to say. I've made it past the point where you have to fight the yokai masquerading as elderly cannibals. I remember that being a very, very striking... Oh, they got laser turrets here. I remember that being a very striking encounter for me as a young person. Like, just super well written and atmospheric and unusual. Largely unconnected to anything else you do in that game. Just a great, tense encounter based on, like, classic Japanese folklore. It was really, really good. Okay, now we can get the hell out of here. Presumably right up here. Yeah, baby. There we go. Ray says, I love going back to play it occasionally. I need to play Okami. I have the HD version on PS4. I think it was offered as a free title with PlayStation Plus. Either that, or it was on sale for like $2 or $3 at one point. It's a very cheap game, the HD re-release of Okami. Regardless of the fact, but I picked it up, and I've just never gotten around to playing it. I'm very excited to see how it looks in HD. Maybe I'll stream that with you guys at some point. I think it's on my backlog, on the Discord. And again, I'd love to play Okamiden, but I know it's pretty hard to get hands on. So that's done. That's one more Mr. Mint challenge. How many of these suckers are there total? I know we're going to have to really put some work in the back half of that. Yeah, there's 30 total, so 26 more of them. Oof. Then the arcade challenges, then a bunch of photo hunts and arena challenges. So we will be spending a couple streams near the end of this playthrough just going through and trying to collect all of these Hub World challenge rewards one after the other, which is totally fine. But first, I want to head off to World 4 and see what it's like. It is a beautiful alpine paradise dominated by robotic avians, I think. So it'll be worth seeing what's over there. Greetings, Peak Plateau. So it looks like it's got Alpine and Himalayan aesthetic references used for its visual language. That's gonna be kind of interesting. Ray says I bought it for Xbox One. Originally I had it for the PS2. And I remember that encounter's super cool. Yeah. You have to rescue, like, the bird, the bird chieftain's daughter or something like that. Or all of his children, one or the other. Dre says, I've beaten Okamiden, I think I still have my copy. Yeah. I know it's pretty short, but really good as handheld experiences go.
Observe our divine strength.
That sure was a voice.
We might be under duress. But no matter. Peak Plateau is our last stop before the big guy, Mr. Demon King himself.
Oh, that's cool. There's like an echo or a reverb applied to all of the vocal tracks to, I guess, imply the height of this area? The height and the remoteness of this area. There's an echo in effect.
Huh? You got it. The gangs are kind of predictable that way, huh?
Okay, actually, you know what? I think we might call it here because it's getting rather late and I'm very, very tired. I want to be able to give this game and all of you guys the attention it and you deserve. So we're going to cut it here, but a huge thank you to everyone who joined me. The game's getting rather difficult, but it's also getting really, really, really good. I enjoyed clearing off the third boss today, which was a bizarrely manageable, but still very enjoyable fight, and attaining our glide move, which I haven't gotten the use out of I quite expected yet, but I'm certain that's going to change here in the cliffs. We will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you'll join us tomorrow for Seth's continuation of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and quite likely its conclusion. Things are going to get tense, though. Until next time, one and all, thank you so much for joining us. Dre says it was a little sparrow, the bathhouse boss's daughter. That is correct. Good memory. Good memory. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you, and bye-bye.